your character.
Yes. So I am playing a character called Go, using the rulebook for the Hammer. Go is basically a rock, both in bending style, physical capacity, and intelligence. He's not the sharpest. It's not the sharpest stick. But he is very strong. So he's a very, very gentle giant. Generally speaking, he has a bone to pick with anyone that's mean. He was bullied as a child, and as he grew up, he decided he hated bullies. And so he does his best to help anyone when he feels that they are being bullied, which I think is how he got hooked up with our crew here. He works at a tea shop owned by a man named Lee. He is yes, we get to be the himbo, exactly. He is an employee at a tea shop. He helps with lifting their crates and everything. And as you work on that kind of thing, you may end up breaking things if you're really strong because you don't know the power of your own strength. And so his boss, Lee, had to teach him restraint, teach him peace of spirit, and also, being able to not break things. And so he's learned a lot from Lee, who is basically his icon at this point. And so he tries his best to think about what would Lee do. And he also has a small teacup that he was gifted by Lee that he keeps with him at all times. Once Lee decided that he was able to control his own strength long enough, he gifted him one of the most fragile teacups from the shop. And the shop, by the way, is named the Ginseng Phoenix. It has nothing to do with the Jasmine Dragon. I don't know what you're talking about. This is several years earlier. But yeah, essentially, he is a big old cinnamon roll who will punch you or throw a rock if he needs to.
Perfect. And I know if Zero makes it back,
can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yes. Yay! It just took rebooting twice.
We can't hear you.
Woohoo! And I don't sound like a robot?
Not to me.
Beautiful.
I'm good on the stream, I think.
All right, and I think you just need to refresh my little linky think.
Let me see if it'll...
Because I got it working on mine. But anyway, yes, I have no idea what's happening or what we're doing or how to play this game.
You can introduce your character. You're just in time.
Perfect. All right. I was listening. Yes. I don't really know much about my character. I am playing Nico. Nico is the Bold. He comes from a relatively privileged background, has a bit of military training, but, due to some things, kind of lost contact with his family and has been kind of living on his own recently, like kind of having to make ends meet and not always following the law. So he's a little bit of not a criminal, but technically an outlaw. He really wants to prove himself. He wants to prove himself to be different and better than his family. His family are very driven people. They seem very nice and mannered and cultured, but they can be very brutal. And because he was not as brutal as them, they view that as a weakness and tried to train it out of him, tried to expose him to hard truths. But some sort of kindness wouldn't let him go completely over to that side. He's really looking for someone to follow. He's looking for someone who he can trust and to take that parental role. And is willing to do all kinds of stuff. There's not much. He's a very focused person and can be very creative when it comes to problem solving. So always thinking laterally and looking at options that are a little bit outside the box. He can bend something, and it's fire. But he tends not to let people know that because of the associations and because if people knew that he could bend fire, that might get them one step closer to figuring out where it was that he came from. And that could be problematic if he wants to if he wants to lead a normal, positive life with like friends and stuff.
Exactly. So let's go and pick out exactly how our pilot episode went. And then we can establish, if you haven't already, we can establish all of the connections that the characters have. As each character has two connections, kind of bridging the gap of where everybody comes in here. And I'm clicking around on the tabs. I should click this one over here. So we had this as a hypothetical outline, which was we befriend ally who gave us access to valuable item. We then defended that ally from a powerful foe, and we were saved from the powerful foe by an ally to their own detriment. So this is a fill in the blank thing. We can fix it a little bit. Question for Azalea: was your aunt traveling with you, or is she in just one spot?
She was not traveling with me. It was sort of Azalea's first time of getting to prove herself as trustworthy, and then she immediately boned it up, so she's really looking to redeem herself. But once word got out that it disappeared, her aunt traveled to.
All right, here's hypothetically what I think would be interesting. Your aunt has been working perhaps undercover in Chu. Right now, I say the situation is Chu is it's a large city. It's a central Earth Kingdom, a little more to the west and north. It's my trade area because it's near a rather large lake and river, so trade would pass through to and from. The Fire Nation has been expanding. In fact, I would believe that either they are gearing up for or in the process of sieging Ba Sing Se. No, they're in the process of sieging Ba Sing Se right now. So there's been the Fire Nation regularly travels through the continent. Chu is large enough to keep some level of independence, but at this point there are like Fire Nation garrisons and guards there that are sort of like a higher level military than what's inside the city. So it's sort of like under its own control, but there is a Fire Nation presence that can kind of do what they want in exchange for the independence of the city itself from any actual combat action. So that's the situation that's been in the city probably for years at this point, for those who have lived here more often. So your aunt, being a captain in the Earth Kingdom, I think has been sent out to be doing spy work, investigation, whatever they needed. And just so happened to pick the place that you were going with the relic. No reason. So I think what happens is that you got it lost, taken from you while you're traveling, ambushed. It was pretty bad for you. Maybe you meet someone else on the road. People who didn't leave the city actually run into your aunt, who has recovered the relic ahead of you because she caught the people as they're coming in from the ambush. And that's when the rest of the group befriends this ally who says, hey, check out this cool, valuable item I have. And she takes them to her hideout. And I assume then Azalea will then arrive and your aunt will be like, hey, do better.
Yeah.
That's probably super, super good feeling for you, dragging this situation. So then in the Act 2 is then the Fire Nation captain has noticed this happening and basically comes to case the joint, or some troops do. So then there's a fight. Y'all did it. You did a good job fighting. But your aunt has sent you away. Pretty much at the end, you guys are getting overpowered, so she sends you out. The captain retakes the artifact, and your aunt's cover is blown, which is her main detriment. I don't think they arrested her or anything, but she can't do the work that she came to the city to do in the first place. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
All right. The rest of you were all in there as well. I'm just saying. Do we have a name for the relic?
Yes, it is gonna be the low row.
Low row. Okay. The low row tablet. Ooh, that sounds fun. I like it being a
Yes.
tablet.
Yeah, it's
Has
a tab.
words on it.
Yes, that nobody can read because
No one can read. So that's how you all met. So basically, for the rest of you, you either were traveling with Azalea as she was entering the city and fought with her, lost the tablet, met her aunt, or you met her aunt when she was taking down Fire Nation troops really quick in order to get the relic back from them the first time. You can decide where you were for that, but either way, you all are now together and had some downtime between fights to like talk and get to know each other and kind of rally around Azalea's idea of this tablet's important and we should protect it. So let's go through all of your connections then, knowing that that's how you all kind of first met up. Let's go make sure you've all picked out connections. So we'll start with Azalea, whose playbook I definitely have handy and ready to go. So go ahead and pick out what connections you'd like to have.
So the first one is that someone seems to not fully understand what it means that I'm the icon of my tradition, and I kind of like that feeling free around them. I think that's Dak. I think Azalea has a bit of a love-hate relationship with Dak, because on the one hand, she's like super serious, I need to get this fixed, but also Dak kind of reminds her of Eining and how carefree and like just super excitable Dak can be. So Azalea quietly enjoys being around them. And then I think Naomi probably makes me feel better about my responsibilities and my burden, since she kind of has a similar background. She's kind of shrugged off those chains maybe a little bit more, but is in a similar position to understand my plight.
All right. Let's do Naomi's connections. And for the question when it brings up your lineage, I kind of assume you haven't just gone and told everybody I'm from the secret dragon island. So you can substitute that in with like the Fire Nation in general. Unless you did tell everybody you're from the cool secret dragon island.
No. No, she would have kept that a secret because she wants to protect the dragons and she's not sure who to trust with the secret of the dragons just yet.
Yeah, so for that first connection, just they will have concerns, fears, or grievances with the fact that you proudly display a Fire Nation badge.
Yeah. I think that might be Dak because his parents were killed by the Fire Nation, I think.
That's
fair.
That sounds reasonable.
Sense. Okay. And then to who seems free of their past in a way I wish I could let go of mine. Hearing them talk about the future feels amazing. I think that would be Go, because he just feels very free, not like tied to anything. You know, she likes Go. Yes.
You can go ahead and fill those names in the connection part on the sheet. Then we have Dak. I think you already had yours filled in, but if you'd like to share.
Yeah, I threw mine in. So I recognize some of the pain I've felt inside of I chose Azalea. I'm going to try to help them. So the biggest thing is because I assume I don't know much about Nico and I don't know much about Naomi aside from the Fire Nation thing. So I'm a little less sympathetic for Naomi, and Go is a little bit more happy-go-lucky. So Naomi frustrates me so much when they act without thinking about the consequences. Do we know she firebends? Like, was she firebending in that fight? Do we know that much?
Yeah, she firebends.
So Dak is probably really hesitant about the firebending and when she uses firebending, because he's seen how out of control and the devastation it can do, how quickly it can spread.
All right, then we have Go for connections.
So the first is someone who has a way to solve problems with words instead of fists, and finds it like very impressive. So I think for that one, it would probably be Naomi or Sin, who seems a little bit less quick to use fists to solve problems. And then the second is I worry this person won't be able to hold their own when things get tough. I'm going to toughen them up. And I think that's probably Dak, because Go sees them wanting to be a superhero and fight the world, and is a little bit worried about their ability to actually do that.
There.
All right, and then Nico.
So someone scoffs at me and my plans. One day I'll show them what I can do. I think that might be Naomi. I didn't hear all of the backstory, but I think it might be. I think that kind of tension of someone who I might look up to and relate to, but maybe not be able to reveal the relation, that might make sense. But if you have a different suggestion, please feel free. And then someone who has a pretty good head on their shoulder. They are a great sounding board for my ideas. I don't know. Azalea was my first thought as someone who's like really driven. I think it's Dak. Because of the whole like easy to talk to, and like I think Nico would seek out Dak for that kind of sounding board.
Probably be really excited about all the plans. Like, yeah, we could do that. Like,
yeah, and then we could do that. You're a yes and kind of guy. And Azalea's got her own plans, and Naomi is going to be like, no, you should do it this way. So, yeah. Or I should say I'm afraid that Naomi's going to
like, wait, what?
criticize me.
You what, mate?
the plans, Cusco with the poison.
That poison. Right.
Oh, can you tell me the name of the what I say, the tablet? What was it again?
I wrote it down in my notes on my character sheet. It's the low-row tablet. Granddad tablet. But I just fixed that, so I did remember to write tablet. I just
wrote low row, which is dumb. Hold on. Let me just go look at it, and I'll copy it, and then I'll be ready. In theory, I could have changed all the sheet names so that way they're character names, but don't do it now, because that will mess up some things here. They have a handy dandy for me. I think you guys are probably fine just focusing on your own character sheets for this. I found a sheet to run this. It was the first one I found that was in some sort of Reddit thread, though there's a ton on the Magpie Games Discord as well. If this one didn't suit your fancy, some of them have a little more concentrated areas, but I kind of like this one having lots of separate sheets just because there's a lot of systems and a lot of moves. I guess we can go over, so there's a basic moves tab on the spreadsheet, and there's a lot of the same kind of moves you see in other Masks games. So there's like plead, which is basically asking NPCs to help you out. Comfort and support, which is the same as in Masks when you're trying to remove conditions. Assess the situation, classic. Intimidate NPCs, so keep that in mind, everybody. You can try to make them back off by just being scary.
Should be easy.
Yeah. You can rely on your skills and training. This is most likely some sort of bending skills or using your weapons in ways and stuff like that. Not fighting, but using them to do tasks. Push your luck, which is just like, I hope this works. And you just run in and do stuff. Tricking NPCs, which is probably any sort of like bluffs that you may try to do. Helping. In this game, you can just add +1 to people's rolls if you can just reasonably say, I do something helpful. like describe the helpful thing you do. So if someone rolls something on the edge, this is the same. 1 through 6 is a miss, 7 to 9 is a partial, and then 10 plus is success. So if someone's on the edge of glory, perhaps you can help them out, and it just adds +1, and it's all it does is mark a fatigue on you because you're just a little more tired from doing it. That's the trade-off. Let's everyone say what your balance is again. The 2 principles that represent your character. The idea in this, which we'll see how it goes, is that you were supposed to remember these principles and challenge them you on them from time to time. You get a mechanical benefit sometimes if you are out of balance, as long as you're acting in the way of one principle, but you'll take a penalty on the other principle. And I'll note that if you are in balance at the end of the scenario, I believe you get an extra growth point, which is to say that your balance score is 0. So let's do Azalea's. What are your principles? They're a little hard to see on the sheet just because it doesn't have that neat fish icon on the thing.
Yeah, okay. Mine is my balance between my role and freedom.
Right. And just so for people on this spreadsheet in particular, everyone's center is at 0. So when you are, as the game goes on, in theory, your center could shift towards one of your principles, but I don't think that happens very often. The one that we're going to be paying more attention to is your current checkbox. So that was, as the game goes on, that will shift around. So Naomi, what are your principles?
My principles are tradition and progress.
All right. Dak?
Action and forgiveness.
Dak's going to be like, all action, baby. Let's go. Go. What are your principles?
Care and force.
All right. And then Nico, what are your principles?
Loyalty and confidence.
All right. So in theory, I'm making all sorts of NPCs that will challenge you on these. We'll see if I remember, because there's a whole set of moves regarding living up to your principles, denying somebody who's trying to shift your principles. You can call someone up to live to their principle. So all sorts of things like that. If you ever get to the edge of the balance track, then you lose your balance and something happens, but that probably won't happen anytime soon. And I think we can skip the combats from now. So let us begin. I think. Let me see. Look at my list of things that I was going to do. All right. So when we last left our heroes, let's pan over. We're in the city of Chu, which is again in the middle of the Earth Kingdom, and it is evening now, and you were just hustled away from a conflict by Azalea's aunt, Willow, who has yelled at you, says, "Get out of here! Go find a place to hide. I'll find you." And then from behind she shoves you out the back door of the room you were all in, where she has earthbent a wall blocking you from the assailing firebender troops. As you leave the alley, you can hear the sound of the wall being busted down, and they say, we have your tablet. I assume the voice will fade as you start running, maybe. And they say, and you're lucky we don't care about capturing you here, but you'll have to come to the house, the guardhouse for processing. Come on. And then, and the sound of combat kind of continues. What do you all do? You've been told to go find a place to hide out.
Let's find a place to hide.
No, we're going to rescue her, right?
Dak doesn't like that because last time that happened, Mom died.
Look,
You don't know what they're going to do to her.
It's my aunt. She can handle it. She told us to go hide. We need to go hide. I've already failed her enough today. Let's go.
If she could handle it, why did she tell us to run?
Because we probably couldn't handle it. They're not going to do anything to her. You heard them. They're just going to take her into processing. She'll make it out just fine.
Really don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm going to
don't
mimic
think any of us like
his
this.
movements too.
But
Standing next to Nico.
yeah, but we can't all get caught either. We're no good to her if we're all captured.
You hear the sound of combat has ceased, and it sounds like somebody's yelling about arresting, and then they say, Where are those other ones? And footsteps approach the back door.
We need to go.
I'll pull.
What do we need?
Oh God. Oh no.
We need to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will pull what looks to be just a little, almost like a pouch, like a leather pouch, only it has maybe it has a fur lining or something. I'll pull it out of my jacket and then throw it up in the air where it sprouts wings and begins to fly around. And I'll say, Shashi, watch them. And then I'll follow whoever's running.
What is that?
It's my friend, Shashi.
Josh.
Yeah, it's a flutterbat. So think
That's
bat,
really cool.
but with a proboscis, and then it has two eye-like markings on its wings when it flips and flaps. But Shashi is going to help by keeping an eye on them and making sure that Willow is okay.
We're going to jailbreak her out though, right?
Yeah, that's why we need to know where they're taking her.
Yeah. But we need a plan first before we just go running in. Because that hasn't gone good.
Running in? We're going running in?
No.
Go,
we're
running
not
in?
No, go. No.
Oh.
No go.
No
Okay.
go.
That's a no-go on that one.
That's a no go.
You run out into the street and look around. There's still a fair amount of traffic this evening. In the distance, you can see another patrol of Fire Nation guards hustling towards the entrance of the building that you are in. What do you do?
Where are we going?
How far are we away from the city outskirts?
Well, let's see. How big is it? It's a pretty big city. You certainly weren't in the city center, but it wouldn't be much more than probably 10 minutes walk to the edge of town.
Here, Lily's nearby. Let's take her to the outskirts, hide there for a little bit, and then we can figure out where we're going from there.
I
and
agree.
I'm good with that. I'm used to
Let's
a
do
rural
it.
village, the outside.
Yeah, I think I pitched Lily relatively near the house, the building, a little ways away so that they couldn't just grab her. But I'll lead the group to her and saddle up.
All right. Go ahead and let's have you rely on your skills and training just to get some dice rolling in here as you are trying to make sure that you are quietly getting her ready for riding. And nonchalantly, I guess, also,
Yeah, just being very casual. Nothing is
super cash.
Yeah, we're not maybe wanted at the moment.
Yeah, I'll just whistle.
Yeah, great. No, don't do. You're making it worse.
Before you roll, may I contribute to your plan?
Yes.
So your plan is to get all settled up. Naomi, you look authoritative. You should stay close to Azalea. Dak and Go and I, let's go over in the alley and play dice. We'll just keep an eye on it. So that way we don't look like we're all together. I am attempting to, here's the plan. Working out a plan with someone, I may roll creativity. And if it's successful, I get some hold, and I can use that hold to do things like give you a +1 on your roll, rally someone with invigorating words and give them the inspired condition from encouragement, or call out a warning or command to negate a condition or one fatigue they would otherwise mark. So if I have the hold, that gives me an opportunity to add a 1 to your thingy.
Oh.
And let's see. That is plus creativity, which for me is plus 2. That is, no lie, 13.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a whole 3.
Yep.
So see what you get there. Tough.
All right. And that is plus my focus. So that is a total of 5 for me.
Plus, Rith has redeemed a minor boon.
Yes. So
Let's just
6 with the minor boon.
And then I will
then-
spend 1 of my hold to add 1.
Okay. So
Great.
7.
Rith saves the day.
But we made it.
all right. So when you rely on your skills and training and you get you do it imperfectly, I tell you how your approach might lead to unexpected consequences. So Lily's pretty spooked. I think she knows something is up, so she's like doing agitated movements and keeps dodging out of the halter and general stomping. If you put a little extra pressure, like on her to calm her down, it won't attract any attention from the guards for anything weird going on. But if you do that, you're going to have to mark 1 fatigue.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So you keep her calm. So you mark that 1 fatigue. It looks like your ride is ready. The noises from down the alley are still going on. You think that the Fire Nation guards are probably getting closer from where you came from at this point.
Yep. Azalea, I will call out to you and say, "It's okay. Just be calm. She's reading your body language. Just take a breath." And that
Are we actually going to play dice?
That negates your need to, we're playing dice, but I'm watching. That negates your need to add, I'm spending another hold to negate that fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
While we're playing
So-
dice, I'm just muttering under my breath.
Yeah. So she'll
I'm taking this dice game very seriously.
take deep breath and exhale slowly.
Well,
and
roll
just-
it.
Roll your dice game, 2d6.
That's a 10.
Oh, no.
All right, it's
Oh, I got a 10 too. I got a 6 and a 4.
all right. It's double down or nothing.
I got steak, guys.
So pair of 5 beats 6 and 4
I got a 9.
because this is a made up game anyway. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. What's your animal again?
The saber-toothed moose lion.
Yes, the saber-toothed moose lion is ready to rock.
Yeah, Azalea's hopping on, got the reins in hand, was like, all right, come on, let's go.
I presume you all hop on. There's enough room for 5 of you. It's a little crowded.
Just be on goes back.
Dak might have to. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Dak might have to sit on either my lap or on my shoulders.
That's good. You start riding off towards the edge of town. When suddenly a cart full of cabbages blocks your path. What do you do?
Blast it. No.
Yeah, we just, I don't know.
I think Go probably uses earthbending to just move it out of the way.
All right, give
great,
me
now we're
a
running it
remind
over.
your skills and training.
Let's see. That would be. I think that would probably fit under punch where it matters, which is one of my moves.
Okay.
I can assess the situation and always ask what's most vulnerable to me, and in this case, it would be the ground beneath the cabbage cart. And I rolled a 7. And I think, what would that be a plus from? Sorry, I'm new to this system, so I'm still figuring out.
All right. So first, punch where it matters. So first, you see the cabbage cart, and you would like to assess the cabbage cart to make sure that it's vulnerable. So go. So you rolled a 7
Yes.
in general on your assess question. So that move allows you to ask one question, and then you asked the one there, which was, "Who or what here is most vulnerable to me?" Specifically regarding to the cabbage cart, and you're like, yeah, I can get that cabbage cart with the ground. You could make it sink down. You could just kind of bamf it out of the way and then lower the earth, or just shift the earth over, which is the safe way to do it. But there's far less cabbages flying around. So,
since Go is a big softie, he probably is trying to. His attempt is to shift it gently over to the side. Now, whether that actually occurs is going to be up to the dice.
Yeah. So now you can make the roll to go ahead and rely on your skills and training, but now you have a +1 on this result.
And that's also a 7 + 1, so 8.
8. All right. So from a 7 to 9, you do it imperfectly. All right. So you start shifting that cabbage cart, and you're like, oh, this was harder than I thought it would be to do a little roll action. So you can either just violently shift the cart off to the side, thus creating a cabbage explosion, which would get it out of the way, or you can mark a fatigue in order to actually carefully continue to move the cart over. It's just much more effort than you thought it would be.
How, like, based on our surroundings, like, how much attention would it attract to destroy the cabbage cart?
Oh, I think that probably attracts some attention.
Yeah.
I mean, the heads are turning at this point. It's still evening, but people are out and about, and there's 5 of you on top of it.
That's true.
I know what you mean. I feel like
I
totally normal.
all the time.
I think I'm gonna take a fatigue point, because I think our incognito is more important
All right.
than cabbages spilling everywhere.
All right. So you finish moving the cabbage cart. The vendors are like, my cabbages are perfectly fine. No, that's nice. As you zoom past them and make your way to the edge of town. Does anyone have a particular destination they're going to? I think, Dak, you are familiar with the city. I'm not too sure if anyone else is.
More familiar with because my village was kind of like towards the outskirts of the city. And on the way back, I was able to make my way here. So with the wilderness in general, I think I have the most experience with the actual wild, as opposed to everyone I think else has a urban background.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been hiding in this area, so I might theoretically be able to rely on skills and experience to see if I've noticed a hidey hole.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
That's plus focus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I guess there are 4 stats in this system for characters to use, which are creativity, focus, harmony, and passion. But they're all associated with the different roles.
That is only a 6, though, and I can't spend a hold on myself.
All right.
To make that a 7. So it's like, all the places I know are back that way.
Okay. I can, let's see.
Now,
the problem is my focus is really bad.
Well, here's the thing, because you got a 6 on that roll, right?
Yep.
So someone could spend a fatigue to add +1 to your roll if they, for some reason, would recognize the area or say, I don't know, think harder or something of that nature. If you think you have a reasonable way to help them out, you can take a fatigue, and then it'd be a 7.
Maybe when Nico says, oh no, it was back that way, I can turn Lily around and head in that direction to help us find a spot.
Okay.
We did just get a minor boon from Wolf as well.
Oh, well, which will make it a 7.
Well, then we'll just take that one.
Yeah. Lovely. Cool. That's a 7 to 9, so...
Let's see. Now, how can you do this imperfectly? That's interesting. Unexpected consequences. You know that the area that you're thinking of, which is not too far from here, just around the corner, is pretty close to a inn that gets a lot of traffic. The five of you all together on Lily would be a pretty obvious thing if anyone came around and asked like where you were. They'd probably be able to figure out that you were in the area. But there's another area. If you approach from the back, it'd be easier, but it's going to take a lot of mental effort for you to figure out what web of alleys connects to the hideaway, which would make you mark a fatigue.
Yep.
Also, always earthbend our own little hideaway.
We do have several earthbends.
Obvious.
And maybe it's. I mean, I know that there's an abandoned house next to that tavern.
Mm-hmm.
That fronts on a major street, and we could go around the back, but it's like there's a high wall and it's locked.
Yeah.
There's a gate, but it's locked, so we'd have to find some way of overcoming that.
You'd have to figure out how to unlock.
Yep.
That gate then. Or you could try jumping it.
I could totally jump it.
I could probably lift everyone over. I'm pretty tall.
Oh, he could totally throw me.
Go just chuck stack over the side.
I can even hold on to a rock, and he can earthbend that rock over the wall.
Yeah.
It's true.
So you approach this gate. It is indeed it's like 12 feet tall, an impressive like lattice structure on it, and it has a big old block on it.
Yep.
So what do you do at this gate?
Earthbend a ramp.
I'm gonna sneak. I'll say I'm gonna go case around the other side, just to make sure. Last time I saw this place, it was empty.
Okay, yeah, sneak. That's probably a better idea.
So I'll go around the other side, and as soon as I see that there's no one watching me, I'll flame jet over the wall.
Okay, go ahead and use your skills and training.
Skills and training. 5 + 4 is 9, + 1 is 10.
Nice. So you do what you set out to do here.
Yep.
So
And then
flame jet over the wall.
And then I'll come up and I'm on the other side. Oh yeah, I'm just good at climbing, I guess.
You say as you carefully unlatch everything and walk through. The place is indeed abandoned back here for the gate entrance, and you can easily find a little abandoned house that you remembered. It is indeed abandoned, so you got that going for you. And you all head inside. From the sounds outside, doesn't sound like you were followed all the way out here. So, what do you do now?
Whistle for Shashi.
Okay.
To get some intel.
After a minute or two, Shashi flies in, goes up to you and cuddles against your cheek. Very cute. And then I don't know what kind of creature was it again?
It's a flutterbat. But we
And you have to do the voice for it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. But we can understand and communicate with each other, sort of. It's a Lassie situation.
Like, you know how bees like move their wings and do little dances and stuff like that? I feel like Shashi should do little dances and little wing flaps.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, okay.
And how many of them were there?
Me from making little, I don't know, bat noises.
You are making bat noises, just so that no human ear can hear it.
Yeah, exactly.
What does he say?
What is he saying?
He's saying that the Earth Lady was taken to a firehouse and then sketches out walks a rudimentary route that if you place it based on the city, it was probably the nearest guard station there that the Fire Nation is in charge of.
Okay. And that's just like a regular guard station. It's not like a big central hub or a jail.
Yeah, no. It was just the regular guard station.
Willow's in the guard station. Do we think that they would move her to like a more fortified position? Should we act now?
I mean, I guess so. We need to get her back, and we need to get the tablet back.
Which is more important?
Shashi taps you again when Azalea mentions the tablet and does another little dance that indicates that the tablet was taken somewhere else by a man in robes. Like the man came in, grabbed the tablet, and then went somewhere.
So
that's bad.
Do we know where the tablet is? Is it in a single place? Or are they going to keep moving it? Because we would have to get Willow now before they move her. But if they're going to move the tablet super far, then this is a choose situation.
My focus is the tablet. That is what I'm going after. The tablet can't exactly fight off Fire Nation soldiers. My aunt can.
But she could help us get the tablet back.
But she's already compromised. She's a well-known figure. They would recognize her. That's too much of a risk. They won't recognize us.
Yeah, luckily I have a mask, so.
Yeah, that'll stop anyone from that doesn't make you more noticeable to anybody because you wear that. Look, if we can get the tablet, we need to get the tablet.
I think Nico is looking suspiciously at Azalea.
And I'm looking not suspiciously at Nico.
Nico is having a really hard time following. And so he's just like waiting for someone to tell him what to do.
Why is the tablet more important than your family?
She's definitely gonna take a pause there because one of her burdens is that she is not supposed to reveal who she is. So she'll be like, it's important to the family. It's one of a kind, and I know my aunt. She'll get out of there. She can handle herself, but that tablet belongs to me, and I'm supposed to keep it safe. So we need to go get it.
Naomi's going to attempt to give Azalea a hug when she pauses.
Azalea very awkwardly sidesteps out of it.
Is it because the tablet has secret powers?
What? No, the tablet doesn't have secret powers.
Well, how would you know if they're a secret?
Well, maybe if we find the tablet, it will have secret powers, so that's why the tablet's more important.
Yeah, we can't let a tablet like that end up in the Fire Nation's hands.
Yeah, that's much more fun than a grumpy old lady.
That's a good point, Dak. They seemed more interested in the tablet than her. If they just took her to a guard station and sent someone of high rank, like a fire priest or someone, to pick up this tablet, seems like that's really their aim. And if we want to thwart them, maybe we do need to go after the tablet.
Yeah, they need a good thwarting.
Yeah, we'll be sure to show them real good, Dak.
I would like to spend my last hold to inspire Dak with my confidence in him. And you know how reasonable he is, how he can cut through all the nonsense and get to the heart of the issue. So yeah, you are inspired.
I feel super inspired.
Which means you're ready to stand for something clear, inspired to shift your balance toward a principle of your choice. So you can just click that, and then at some point in the future, you can clear that not condition status and shift your balance however you want.
So I would. So it affects. It shifts my balance. Or it shifts the stat.
You click inspired, and then you can unclick it to shift your balance whichever way you want.
This might be handy when we enter a combat situation and you would like to substitute in a balance, a principle score instead of a whatever you're rolling for in the combat score. That will come in handy.
Yep.
Okay.
So just keep it in. Right now, you probably don't want to shift your balance, but if you get to a point where you're like, I need to stand for something and it's probably action, and I need to punch them really hard, then you can shift it as needed then.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So you're all pretty resolved to get the relic, but where relic be? So someone can try to assess the situation to interpret exactly what Shashi was going for there.
So I think Go steps in and is like, right, so if they were taking the tablet somewhere and they were wearing a robe, they're probably going to a bathhouse. Where are the bathhouses in this city?
I don't think it was that kind of robe.
Even Shashi seems appalled.
Yeah, Shashi says no. Shashi, do the dance for us again. This is a roll plus creativity, correct? Yeah.
Yes, plus creativity. Sorry.
I meant plus 2 on creativity, so I think it makes sense for me to give it a whirl.
And it's also your animal, so that probably makes sense.
Yeah. Anyone could, and I think we're collectively like taking little bits of wood and saying, "Is this a building?" And like we're all kind of collectively watching this weird little bat butterfly creature dance around on the table. Oh, that's a terrible fail. That is 4 plus 2. That's 6.
All right, someone can help with a fatigue. You take a fatigue, you can help interpret the dance.
Oh,
we got a minor boon.
Got a minor boon too.
Oh, or we take the minor boon.
I was gonna.
That's perfect.
All right, take the minor boon. Everyone's all like, you just need a +1 on it.
Yep. Use up all those channel points, guys. Or sorry, mana potions. Thanks, Hatter.
Yes. So you can ask one question. Which are, what can I use here to blank?
Yeah.
Or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out and through? Who or what is the greatest danger?
I think maybe it's a loose interpretation of what should be on the lookout for. What where could we go, or what could we do to get to pick up the trail, basically? Yes.
So you had asked Shashi for more description of the robe itself. And from that, you're getting the sense that this might be someone who is like a sage or works in a library or something of that nature. There aren't many Fire Nation intellectuals, if you will, in the city because it's mostly military occupying forces. But if there would be some, there's one building in particular that would probably have them. There's a large, basically an embassy for the Fire Nation here, where any non-military citizens tend to go, or when they're passing through, they might stay there as opposed to any of the Earth Nation areas, just because it's a more of a recently built structure for the city in a Fire Nation style, much like the little guardhouses. But this one's actually a large building. But it's not the military. There is another building that you know of that's like the military base, that's a larger guard area. But that this other one's more for like, this embassy is more for civilians. So knowing that, what would you like to do?
Oh, it not
Did
be
he
a
relay
military
this
base is a
information?
boon.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think this was a team effort.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotta say.
Yeah.
They're probably taking it to some crazy Fire Nation temple to do some weird kind of ceremony ritual thing and ruin the tomb and turn it into a Fire Nation thing.
Yeah, they suck a lot. Those Fire Nationals are terrible.
Right?
The worst, absolutely.
Not you, Naomi. You're okay, I guess.
Well, clearly we need some sort of plan. We can't just walk up and ask for the tablet back.
No.
I mean, Naomi's Fire Nation. Can't she just walk in?
Everyone turns and looks at Naomi.
I can try. Probably work. I mean, if anything, I'll be a distraction while you sneak in.
I mean, at least you can, do some recon.
Yeah, maybe maybe pretend to be interested in the sages and wanting to learn from them, and you heard there's one in the city. So you're trying to meet up with them. And if nothing else, that might at least keep them busy while we find another way in.
Can do that.
All right. Are you guys going to take a break or just start executing your plan?
I mean, Azalea wants to go as soon as possible. Whether or not the rest of the team is agreeing is probably up in the air.
Yeah, I'm feeling real inspired right now.
Really want to keep that inspired feeling going until something happens. I need to punch somebody. I don't know who.
Dak, go on the attack.
Yeah.
I think Go is feeling a little tired, but is willing to just kind of do whatever the team needs to do.
All right. Should have been looking
Naomi's
at
good to go
beforehand, but
if we just sit around here, we'll lose our adrenaline, and then we'll feel even more tired.
Well, and it gives them more time to possibly move the tablet and us lose our advantage.
Yeah. I hope this tablet is worth it.
I mean, if the Fire Nation wants it, then it probably is.
I mean, it has
Good
special
point.
powers. It has to be worth something, right?
Who knows?
Apparently, that's real weird.
Yeah, sure.
yes.
Yeah, I only took it twice. It's not important at all. Don't worry about it.
Got this.
Not once, but twice. Can it be 3 times? Let's find out. All right.
Yes.
So let's jump to you make your way across town and head to the Fire Nation embassy. It's a very large compound. It has large walls with the standard red pillars all around it. I would like to say maybe this used to be like an Earth temple years ago, but they kind of repurposed it. So the ground still has pretty large trees and a nice rock garden. Not that you can see them because there's large walls in the way. And in the middle is a large multi like a 3-story maybe Fire Nation style building There are a fair number of people still around. There are guards at the entrances. There are gates front and center and then to the side because the front entryway probably is to a large plaza, and the building is set farther back from the main street. So you all arrive there. I presume Naomi is going to approach the door. Where are the rest of you?
Probably poking around, trying to find another way in case Naomi can't get in.
All right.
I think I'll post up where I can watch and just make sure that Naomi gets in, like far enough away that I won't be noticed, but close enough that if she gets challenged, that I might be able to do something about it.
So maybe leave Nico as lookout, and then I'll take Go and Dak in case we need to earthbend our way in.
Yep.
So, Naomi, go ahead and approach there's a gate at the main entrance with a couple of guards standing there.
So Naomi walks up and she's like, "Hi, how goes it?" So,
greetings, ma'am, miss. We can't accept any more visitors today. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
but I come from far and wide, and I learned that you have special artifact thingies, and I'm so interested in learning things, and I come from far and wide, and I really want to learn things. Please let me in.
When you say special artifact, they kind of give each other a look. If you want, you could assess the situation.
Sure.
So go ahead and roll creativity.
I'm good in creativity. It's a 9.
Pretty good. Just so you know, it looks like we just got a major boon as well. So if anyone needs to do a reroll at some point, that's available. A 9 allows you to ask one question from those lists of questions, which include what here can I use to blank, who or what is the biggest threat, what should I be on the lookout for, what's my best way out and through, who or what is the greatest danger.
What here can I use to get access into the temple?
Yeah. You think that they must know that about the artifact. So you think that maybe if you tried pleading a little more, perhaps they might listen to reason, just like if you went back and feigned ignorance, or maybe tricked them by like being like, "Oh wait, I didn't mean anything about artifacts, my bad." What you can try one of those ways, but you do see that they must know about the artifact, and it might be related to the reason why you can't just go in, because they do seem to be treating you with respect as far as you being a Fire Nation member.
So Naomi would put on a pleading act, and her eyes would go wide, and she would get down on her knees a little bit, like, please let me in, please. I heard great things about this, and I really want to see it. Like, it would mean so much to me, because you see, my family, they just love artifacts, and we have this like collection thing that we just love. And I learned about this thing, and I just need to know so I can relay this information back to my family who's sick and dying. Please.
Go ahead and roll the plead.
Please.
Spreading it on thick.
My goodness.
grant a dying man his last wish.
So you can roll plus harmony.
What is harmony? Don't want to click that. Oh, geez. 5.
Want to use that major boon to reroll?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you've got one high die and one low one, you can roll up to both of them. So you could, like, if you got a 4 and a 1, you could reroll the 1. You don't have to reroll the 4. That makes sense.
Okay. I'll re-roll the 1. I got another 5. Well, the 1 turned into a 5, so it's a 9 because I have
good.
-1 and a harmony. So total is 10 minus 1, so it's 9.
Lovely.
All right. Okay, listen. We really aren't supposed to let people in tonight, but her family's dying. Didn't you hear her? Says the other guard. All right. Okay. Listen, we just need do you have something you could give us just like as a insurance so you can go in, check it out, and then when you leave just pick up your stuff. We just don't want you like running in and out without, checking in with us. What is your name again? I'm so sorry about your family, by the way.
My name is Naomi.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have something that we could hold on to just as an insurance?
Yes. This is very special to me. And she pulls out a potato. So my dad.
A potato?
So my father, he gave this to me because you see, we're not very wealthy in the Fire Nation, even though it's an amazing place to live, but this is the last thing I was given by my father, and so I hold it very dear to me, and it's like a good luck charm, so please take care of it.
You need to trick this NPC with that one. Roll creativity.
Okay.
We have a collection of artifacts, but all I have is this potato.
Oh, this is potato.
Of enormous sentimental value.
My sentimental potato. I keep it close at hand at all times.
Oh my god. No, we have to get a minor bane as well.
No.
What'd you get on the trick?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. I'll keep that bane in mind. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can pick one. I recommend they act foolishly, which is accepting a potato.
Yes.
That's a good collateral.
I choose that one.
Okay. They take your precious potato and say, I will guard this with my life. I definitely won't eat it if you forget to pick it up again. Go ahead and go in. Yeah, go ahead. And they, let you go inside the temple. So let's take a look at what our other friends are doing while you go in and explore.
I really hope Nico's within range to have seen all of that.
Yes, I will. I will. As soon as she actually gets through the gates, I'll pop out of the little doorwell where I was skulking, and then head back around the side to you guys and go, "She's in."
Oh, good. It worked.
We might. I mean, maybe she needs some therapy or something. That her family situation is really tragic, guys.
What?
Well, they wanted something to hold as collateral, and there was this this is the potato that's the last thing my father gave me, and all my family is dying. It's really sad.
They bought that?
Family is dying?
I don't know.
You bought that?
I didn't think it was
Fire Nation.
I didn't think it was remotely believable, but they bought it, so I figure maybe it's true.
I mean, I guess if they bought it, that's what matters. A potato? They took
Potatoes
a
can
potato?
be very comforting.
I guess.
I like potatoes, but
That's a good point, Dak.
Yeah, great. Glad we like potatoes. You know what? It got her into the place. That's all that matters. But we should probably get in there as backup.
Yep.
Because if she had to use a potato to get in, I have a bad feeling about what's going to happen if she gets confronted again.
yeah, I was kind of hoping she could just go in and come out and tell us what is all in there, but I don't know about how long the potato. I mean, that potato is probably pretty tempting.
Oh yeah, we definitely don't want them to eat the desperate family potato. That is definitely a real thing.
I'm hungry.
We'll get you a potato, Dak.
Wow.
We have more pressing issues to worry about right now.
So can someone get us over the wall?
I think I can
Yo,
probably
throw me.
hoist us.
Can we do
Also,
it quietly
strong.
enough that we don't draw attention?
Definitely expertly earthbend a platform out that pushes someone up and launches them over the wall without them getting hurt or any repercussions whatsoever.
Can we
Yeah.
just raise the rock up to the top of the gate and then drop over the top instead of launching each other like cannonballs?
That
You
works
want
too.
a situation?
I guess
Them.
we could do
No. Launch ourselves like potatoes through a potato cannon.
Yes.
that. Are we all going in?
I mean, I would assume so, unless somebody wants to stay as lookout. I don't know how you'd get in contact with us when we're inside the building.
We could probably have his super cool animal be lookout again.
Hey, buddy, you want to keep an eye out? Squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay, up in the air.
What is the wall made out of? Is it made out of earth or is it something we actually have to get over?
I think it's like a plaster situation.
Okay. So I guess Go and we could probably just do a platform or a ramp maybe or some stairs. Probably a ramp. Stairs are kind of complicated.
Or just we can all stand on a platform and just raise the platform. One rectangle is probably easier than a platform that we have to walk up.
I can help.
Ramp seems more noticeable from a distance.
That's a big piece of earth bending, so I'm gonna let Go do it, but I'll help.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's I rolled an 8.
This is for skills and training.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for a +1 or?
If you are just helping, it just automatically adds a +1.
Okay.
And you take a fatigue, although since the difference between 8 and 9 is nil in terms of so you're helping narratively but not taking the help action.
Okay.
Yeah. So for this, you are creating the platform with the intention of once you're over, you're just going to, smoosh it back down into normal earth, I presume, to cover for your tracks. But it is again taking a little more energy than you thought, even with the two of you, to create the platform to lift everybody to get across. So the unintended consequence is that even if you smush it down, there's still going to be evidence, like you're going to leave some of the platform behind unless you mark a fatigue to make sure that you completely clear it away.
Okay.
Could have just been an earthquake.
That's true.
It's also
A very
probably getting
localized
dark out.
earthquake.
It's pretty dark out.
The tectonic plates.
I think
they'd move.
I think we're just gonna let it not be perfect.
All right.
Especially because as we go down the wall on the other side, we're not necessarily going to be able to see that it's not perfect.
Yeah, exactly. So you all are lifted up over the edge. Was it just the two of you, or were you all going in?
All of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were all going.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so you all go are lifted up, and it's easy enough to drop down from where you were, I think, without too much difficulty. But you don't know that you've left a rather sizable mound of earth on the other side. You thought you slanted it all, but it was actually like a little guy there. So that's all of you entering. So let's go ahead. Also, thank you for the raiders, and I think we had another major boon as well. So there.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Major boon from Twee.
So let's go back to Naomi. This has happened after. So you're going to be. You haven't noticed them. They haven't entered yet or anything like that. You are in the compound. There's a nice. The entryway leads to like a nice garden area where there's lots of trees. There's a few people around, but most of them, they might nod if they see you walk by. What do you do?
Naomi would look around and just sort of hold her hands, and she's like, "Gave my potato away. A good man gave that to me when I came to the Earth Kingdom. He said it was lucky. I'm like, I guess it was lucky because they let me in with it, so I guess I just hope I get it back." But she's just looking around, not sure what she's supposed to be doing exactly. Just trying not to get into too much trouble,
So you see lights are on in the main building, which seems like a likely place for any books or things if you would like to head over there.
Yeah, she'll head over there.
All right. Let's see. Inside is sort of a general entrance that you might find at like an inn or another place. There's like a desk at the front where people might check in to get rooms, you would think. There's a small area where tea is being served and other light refreshments. And there are stairs leading upstairs. And I feel like there's a sitting area somewhere too, something like that. The person at the desk gives a little bow to you and waves, says, "Well, welcome."
Hi. I heard you have artifacts and fun stuff, and I want to see artifacts and fun stuff because I'm very interested in artifacts and fun stuff.
Artifacts and fun stuff. Well, I mean, I guess there's the library upstairs for looking at the name generator for Sage Omeno, but there's not too many things. Would you like to visit him? We don't have a library here per se. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Sorry, I'm taking notes quick. In case you can hear my keyboard clicky clacky. Would you like to visit with the sage?
Please. Yes. If he's free, I wouldn't want to bother him. It's too much trouble, but if it's okay, I'd like to visit him.
So she says, "Oh, wait here one moment, please." And you see her go upstairs, and she's gone for a good minute here before returning without anybody else and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. He says that he doesn't want to be disturbed this evening. Can I take a message? I'm sure he'll be better available in the morning, perhaps. Sometimes he gets into this thing where he does a lot of research, and it's a bother, really."
Okay. The message is I would like to learn more about artifacts and different ideologies and stuff. Because my family's very into that and I want to make them proud. But
I mean, I could just take your name. I could just take your name and that he'd want to see you.
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Naomi.
Okay.
That's Naomi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'll let him know that you were here. I'll give him this note. Did you want to rent a room for the night if you were going to be staying here, or do you already have lodging in the city?
I'm not sure if I'm staying overnight here. I think we already have lodging, but sure, I guess getting a room here wouldn't hurt. I guess should be fine. Yeah.
Well, that all right. I can get you a room. Our rate it's at a discount for Fire Nation members, obviously. It's a an amount of money that we have here in the Avatar universe that we all know about.
Who knows?
They use copper, gold, and silver.
Oh,
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
What's our reasonable amount of money here? Do we have an idea?
I mean, if it's D&D, it'd be like for a nice inn, a couple of silver.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with a silver would be the amount of money.
All I can think about is Aang with 1 copper piece, 2 copper pieces.
Yes. The price is 200 gold.
So that would be only one silver piece for a room here for the night.
Okay. And then Naomi would reach into her pockets and pull out a little gem thingy, which she has, and would slide it over the table. It's like, this good enough?
They take it and look at it and they go, of course, miss. This is looks good to me. I'll go ahead and put you down for a room. Do you have any preference? We have front garden view. I guess there's some that look back at the city. Yeah, what would you like?
Naomi would think for a moment and think about what the group would like, because of course she's gonna hide them all in there because I don't know, it'd be a good place to hide them all, right? She's like, would they like a garden or would they like a view of the city? Which one would be preferable?
Strategically, the city view ones would likely be at the back, so it would probably be less noticeable from anyone who's inside the compound if, say, someone was climbing in through a window or something. So
I'll do one that looks over the city.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's see, here we are. So room 3C. So that will be on the 3rd floor. Towards the back. Let us know if you need anything else. Tea is complimentary. And we hope you have a glorious stay here while you are in Chu.
Naomi would point over to the table that has because you said that there were some like snacks over yonder.
Yeah.
And she's like, is there chocolate on there by any chance?
Yes, there's a few pieces of chocolate.
May I have some?
Oh yes, of course. That is also complimentary to our guests here.
Okay. So she would then go over, grab like a pile of chocolate and just put it in her pocket, and then wander over to wherever the room is and find it.
All right. So you head upstairs to the room. So let's go back to the people who've just entered the compound, because I'm assuming you're in the middle of this process while the rest of you are doing, I presume, sneaky times here in the garden. So where are you all headed?
Well, I have a question out of character. If tea is complimentary, that probably means they go through a lot of tea.
Yeah, probably.
Could it be possible that they have a relationship with a certain tea vendor?
It could very well be that they get some specialty tea in.
Okay. So, I think maybe Go, once he's over the walls, realizes, like, hey, I know this place. I've delivered tea here. And then that's the end of the sentence. There's no plan. It's just recognition.
Is there like a kitchen entrance or something?
Yeah, where did you drop the tea off at?
That way.
In fact, you also know that there's a service entrance.
Yeah.
And if you had walked around the building, you probably would have seen it and recognized it, but that's fine.
We were anxious.
You know.
Well, maybe we can go back to the kitchen entrance, and if we run into anyone, you can just say you're here checking up on the last tea delivery. Make sure everything was super delicious.
We dropped off a bunch of ginseng. It was great.
Oh, just checking to make sure people appreciated it. And then, where's Naomi? Shashi, is she outside? And Shashi just goes, oh.
Helpful.
Somehow flying, shrugs while flying.
Impressive abilities.
So we don't know what's going on with Naomi. I'm sure she's fine with her sob story about potatoes in her family.
I'm telling you, it's really, really weird, but it was very sincere. I think she really cared about that potato.
It's better hurry so she can get her potato back.
Right.
We can just get another potato. They're like,
but we're helping you get your tablet back. The least you can do is help her get her potato back.
It's just okay.
Right, Dak. And besides, where are you going to find a potato that looks exactly like another potato?
They all look the same.
You haven't seen it.
You want to roll here's the plan again, since you did make a plan?
Yes, that sounds like a very good idea, because there are moves in this game, and we should probably use them.
Sometimes.
Yeah, just in case. It is beneficial for us to do it. So I am going to roll the here's the plan, working out a plan with other people. I'm rolling with creativity, which for me is +2, which is a 4 and a 5 plus 2 is 11. So that means that I will hold 3. That, as a reminder, I can use to add 1 to someone's roll after rolling, rally someone with invigorating words to give them inspired, or call out a warning or command to negate a condition or one fatigue that they would otherwise mark. So I'm holding it.
All right. Go. Let's have you execute your plan here, or the plan that was given to you.
I'll be your tea intern.
Perfect. All right, so Go's gonna go in the entrance. He's wearing his t-shirt and everything.
T-shirt.
Sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Anyway, Go goes in and walks right up to the people that he recognizes in the kitchen. I think he maybe is trying to be more confident than he feels. And he's like, hey, knocks some things over. Hi, Lee's favorite teas. You ordered and I just wanted to see. He wanted to see if it was good.
Oh, go! We weren't like expecting you for like another 3 weeks. You gave us a lot of tea last time, you know?
Yeah. See, I was only supposed to give you 2 of those boxes. I brought too many.
Well,
And yeah. So
do we give you the
well,
tea back, or
I mean, I think Lee's pretty okay with the tea situation. It means we won't have to
Okay.
make as many future deliveries, possibly. But we just wanted to make sure it's all good. Because we didn't.
The tea's been good. I wasn't expect. We weren't expecting more deliveries tonight. They put the place on lockdown.
Lockdown. What happened?
I don't know. Listen, I don't really ask why things happen. Did you get in before they locked it down?
Must have. I didn't even notice. I just walked right in.
Well,
So it
go
wasn't
ahead
an
and-
issue.
we've been
We was in the
admiring that.
bathroom for a really long time.
We've been
okay.
admiring the gardens for a
Yeah,
bit.
tea.
Too much
go-
tea.
Go ahead and roll a trick.
Okay.
Just in
Do I
a
have to
general
add
sense for
anything?
this.
Right,
That adds creativity.
Okay, so I rolled 10. Creativity would be +1, so that's an 11.
All right. So you get to pick 2 of these actions. They stumble, so you take +1 forward acting against them. They act foolishly, which I think in this case is that they accept the story that you've just been here in the gardens and in the bathroom and you have friends.
Yep.
Just
Totally
as-
reasonable.
as just a thing. Or they overcommit, they are deceived for some time.
So yeah, I
Pick
think
2 of those things.
they probably act foolishly and overcommit.
All right. So they're like, well, if you're here, you're probably not leaving. So I guess take a seat.
Oh man. Any way we could I don't know, find a room or something? It's getting really late and I hauled a bunch of tea today. I know you guys are usually booked up, but like you know me. Let's go.
I mean, go. They don't really like the Earth Nation people to, like chill here. No offense or anything,
We
but
can sneak
kind of
through
their
a back
thing.
room or something. Like we don't need. You can just take us through the back.
Go
You
ahead
don't
and
need to know.
plead with these poor tea servers.
So I rolled a 9. Do I have to add a plus to that
This
one?
one's plus harmony.
Okay, I also have a +1 there, so that's a 10.
All right. All right. Well, to be honest, with lockdown, we aren't going to have too much more people coming in for rooms here. Let me just go ask the front desk real quick, and we can just send you upstairs and everything. This is actually hilarious. So then this guy runs off, and the other ones are making idle chit chat with all of you.
Do you guys have any potatoes?
Potatoes? Nah, we just deal in tea and rice cakes and chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you want some? We have all these pieces that we broke on accident.
If you're offering.
Yes. Do you want some tea while you wait? I don't know how long he's going to be.
No thanks.
All right, I understand. Do you? All right. Do you want chocolate? He says to Nico.
I'm fixated on Azalea, obviously being very on the anti-chocolate side of the equation, and kind of like
I'm just saying that if we have to split rooms or we're sharing a room, I am sleeping the farthest away from Dak.
Can I kind of say, is this a problem? Oh, it's
high on sugar or anything.
Got it.
Yeah.
No,
Not dealing with the sugar high kid.
Yeah, I think we're okay. We don't want to put you out at all.
I got to
All
fuel
right,
up.
see yourself.
I'll take some
Crap.
tea if you have it.
Bulking season.
yeah. Yeah, we have this. What's the stuff that you brought us? Go.
Oh, it's ginseng.
Yeah, some ginseng tea. It's especially we have so much of it, so much.
Yes.
Any rate,
That was a
Tastes
long
like
day.
dirt. You know how us Earth Nation people love things that taste like dirt, right, guys? Go Earth Nation.
that's exactly what I've been saying
Right.
the whole time. It's like a weird exotic flavor, you know?
Can I just have the tea?
Yeah,
Could we-
here you go. Here you
Less
go.
conversation,
Thank you.
more tea.
I'm eating anything they give, any chocolate they give me.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's just sort of they do the thing where they like flick a piece into the air and see if you can catch it in your mouth. You seem like you'd be up for that game.
Oh, absolutely.
So they keep doing wilder and wilder shots. And then finally the other guy comes in and he's all like, "Yeah, no, it was no problem, go." They say, switching accents wildly the whole time, continuing. We have enough room. There's stuff on the third floor. I think rooms D I asked for 2, just in case. I didn't think y'all just co-workers or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm an intern.
Yeah. Oh, we get
Good.
we get B and D. They tried to get 2 together, but unfortunately C is taken.
yeah. You get B, you got D. C was already taken, but we got him pretty close. And
That's fine. That's
you
just
take
more
it too,
space
so-
between me and Chocolate Addict over there. I do think that while Dak was trying to catch pieces of chocolate in his mouth, I think that at one point Azalea was sipping her tea and Dak like super missed one and got like all over his face and she kind of like spit a little bit of it out as she like kind of couldn't help but laugh at it.
all right. Let's see.
Oh, it's been a long day, guys. We should probably retire.
Are you tired?
Yeah. Oh yeah, super tired.
I take the hit. I'm like, man, yeah. That stomach, all that food in my stomach.
Yeah.
I don't know
Alright.
what y'all are talking about. The ginseng's got me ready to go.
I get to go to the
But I-
bathroom again.
Right.
Yeah,
To the bathroom.
Bathroom's outside. Sorry.
Right.
I'll hold it.
All right. Yeah. Here, I can just take you up to your rooms,
Sure.
and so
Thank
he
you.
does. And coincidentally, just as you are entering the hallway, is when Naomi is also going to her room.
So we
Like you all arrive at the doors around, like she's entering the room, and they're like, "All right, yeah, it's just the one on either side." To all of you,
yeah, thanks. See you in the
All
morning,
right.
I guess. Hopefully the lockdown will
Yep.
be over.
see you then.
Right, bye.
And they head downstairs.
Naomi, how did you get up here?
Are you okay? Did you find your potato?
No, the guards still have the potato, I think. Maybe. Unless they ate it. Which is okay.
To the guards playing with the potato like it's a hacky sack.
Oh
And then we
man.
come back to Naomi.
So there's this fire sage guy. I can't remember his name, but
You do remember his name. It's Omeno.
oh,
I think
Fire
Azalea
Sage,
kind of
like a
pushes everyone into
bad omen.
Naomi's room and like shuts the door before we start talking about this in the middle of the hallway.
This is
That's
a really
true.
nice room.
Wow.
I'm gonna
It
go
is really
I'm gonna go jump on the bed.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty good jumping bed. Nice and
This is
fluffy.
how you tell it's quality.
Quality.
Ceilings? Are the ceilings pretty high?
Yeah. This is the top floor, so it has vaulted ceilings.
Perfect. So I think Doc looks like he's having so much fun that Go decides to join him and coincidentally ends up just launching Dak just really high in the air, and that becomes the game while everyone else is planning.
Double jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
How did this wind up being the team that's supposed to get this back?
So, do we know where the tablet's being held?
Yeah, where's
there's
the sage guy? Where is he?
he's upstairs in the library. I think that's what the lady said. Or the person at the front desk. And said that Fire Sage was very busy, so to take a message, so maybe he'll see me in the morning, because that's what they said, and so maybe that's where the tablet thingy is being held.
Yeah, he probably has it with him.
Yeah, but I don't think that we should wait until morning.
Take it when he's asleep.
There's...
I'm awake.
Yeah, we could.
You are. You're really awake, Dak.
We could wait for him
So
to
you
fall
guys
asleep.
just said you were tired.
We were lying.
Right. Right.
It was a
I'm
ruse.
tired of the Fire Nation.
Yeah, they're the worst, aren't they? Fire Nationals.
Yep.
Ruining everything.
This guy gets it.
Boo,
Not you, Naomi,
Fire
you're-
Nation.
You're cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, except for I guess Naomi's cool.
I mean, she hasn't
Were you telling
betrayed us yet.
Were you telling the truth about your family though?
Nope.
That was really sad. That was
Yep.
that was dark, Naomi. I'm just saying.
There was this guy in my Fire Nation village area who had a similar story, and like I was pretty close to him, and we knew them, and yeah, he didn't make it, so I just kind of used him as my father image, you know. It's
Did
the
he give
same
you the
kind of thing.
potato?
The potato. Oh, when I got to the Earth Kingdom, I met this guy. He was very nice, and he gave me this potato, and he said it was good luck, and it would bring whoever holds it good luck. So, yeah, I kept
They
it.
get that potato
Cut
back
to
after
the guards
tablet.
outside. One of them leans out. Oh man, I found another copper piece on the ground. That's crazy. And they continue playing hacky sack with the potato. Carry on.
Naomi, your life is weird.
Fire
Yeah.
Nation.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's probably how all Fire Nationals are. Puh.
No offense, Naomi.
Definitely.
I mean, except for
It's
you.
okay.
You're cool. You're cool. I guess.
Just weird.
Just know that if we ever talk poorly about the Fire Nation, you're excluded from that
Yeah.
for now.
Like there's a
Assuming you
present
don't
company
betray us.
excluded, like just assumption.
Yeah, for now.
So
I appreciate that.
now.
so we could just wait and see and like guess when he's going to be asleep, or we could try to distract him. See if we can get other people, give other people a chance to sneak in and steal it.
I feel like if they have it and they're studying the tablet, then he's probably not going to bed anytime soon.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he'll fall asleep studying it. That happens to me every time I study.
Yeah, I think this guy's probably used to studying though, Dak.
I think for him,
Oh.
it's more like he's reading comic books.
Yeah, Fire
He's
Nation's weird.
probably excited about it. Yeah, they're really weird and like looking at not important tablets for hours.
Azalea, you know what the tablet looks like. I only got a little bit of a look at it. You know like exactly what it looks like, right?
Yes.
Do we think we could make like a fake one? Like do the old switcheroo? Like obviously not like it would pass close inspection, but if we could like distract him and other people could go in and grab it and replace it with another one when he came back, it might buy us a little bit of extra time.
I know what it looks like. It's the tablet that gave Bender Man his powers. I've seen a lot of drawings of it.
You know what, Dak, actually, Yeah, you know what you saw in the comics and what it looked like? Why don't we work together and we'll come up with a fake version of it that looks like the one in your comic book?
We
Because that
could
one
make
doesn't
it
look
out
the
of
same,
rock.
but similar. Yes. Yeah, it's a tablet made out of rock, so that'd be perfect. So let's maybe find something to sketch it out on. And I'll let you do the art for a minute and I'll just make any corrections that need to be made. And then you can do your earthbending stuff.
Really good at art.
Cool.
Is there stuff around we can use at all?
Yeah,
in the rooms?
conveniently, every room seems to come with a piece of paper and a writing implement in case you need to make notes. You know, as all inns have.
Yeah.
I'll definitely do a couple sketches of it. Maybe some little doodles in the corner that like giving me superpowers.
It's like, okay, look, Dad, just focus a little bit on the drawing, and she'll give like little critiques, and then
It's part of the creative process.
right, the creative
Whose room are you all in?
I think we're in Naomi.
Naomi's. Yeah.
All right. Partway through drawing the paper, there's a knock at the door. Miss, what do you do?
Naomi
I have my
would
hand over
answer,
Dak's mouth.
and she'd open the door slightly, so like she kind of peeks in or peeks out, but not enough for the person on the other side to see that there's like 4 other people in the room. Yep.
Okay. Yes, the hot baths are ready. If you would like to take one at some point this evening, they're down on the first level on the other side of the lounge. And second of all, there has been a bit of a security issue this evening. So at some point, we're probably going to be having some guards passing through. Don't worry about it. They know you're fine. There's just going to be extra security around. I don't want you to be alarmed, all right?
Okay, thank you. I hope you
Thanks.
have a good day. Good night.
You too.
Good night. Yes.
All right, thanks. You hear her knock on the other doors, but obviously no one answers unless you, I don't know, jump out the window and go answer your door. But that's probably fine. Any rate, that's just, you know, something that just happened, but you can keep drawing.
Do we need disguises?
I have a mask.
Well, they know me here.
Yeah. Well, they know you,
yeah.
and Naomi's supposed to be here, but the rest of us aren't. I was just thinking, if folks are going down to baths, one or a couple of us could go, like, pretend to be bath assistants or whatever. It's like, oh, sir, let me take your cloak for you. We'll have this laundered. Here, have this complimentary monogrammed bathrobe to go back to your room. And instead of getting it laundered, we put it on so we can look like, you know, I don't know, whatever. Guards
So
or sages.
That's where
or
he got the robes from. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I don't think that's exactly... I mean, it may be coming together, but in a really, really weird way, but sure.
We could all go down in just a towel. They'll never know.
No, I am not going down in just a towel.
Also, I'm sorry if I got some chocolate on your hand.
Okay.
Man.
It's fine. I'll just kind of go over to Naomi's bed and just wipe the hand off on the sheets very casually. And I'm gonna put on her clothes. We had one character get her dress ruined by caramel and not get another one ruined by chocolate.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is there a robe in the room? Maybe someone can wear over their clothes. That just comes complimentary.
Yeah,
See,
I was thinking like
something that's in here.
Yeah, but like not bathrobes, but like official robes or something. Like there's got to be some important people staying here. And if we wanted to masquerade as important people it might do to not be dressed like we're dressed.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I mean,
We
you're
should go
okay, Naomi.
for
You
some
look
clothes.
really nice, but
Yeah, Naomi's fine. Go is here on tea business, and I think that Go thinks that he's here on tea business. So we'll just leave it that way.
Also, here I'm his intern.
When did Lee hire you?
Yeah, no, Dak, we need to get you a disguise too. We can pretend to be your siblings or parents or something. We'll figure
Or
it
I
out.
could sit on one of your shoulders and we could just be someone really tall.
You know, you could ride around on someone's shoulders, but maybe not as pretending to be two people or a single person.
are you guys trying to do the whole two benders in a bathrobe gig? That's not going to work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she's not a bender.
I'm
That
and you're not a bender.
that only works
work.
in the puppet shows.
Yeah, we're not doing that. And it's fine. Look, Dak, if you want me to carry you around on my shoulders, I can, but I don't think that's priority right now. Let's find some clothes, disguise ourselves, and get the tablet back.
Okay. Hands in. No.
Sure.
Very reluctant. Hand in the center.
So I can go sneak down and grab some clothes. I just need to grab a towel and the bathrobe, and just like go down like I'm going to take a shower, take a bath, and then I'll just pick up what I can pick up.
Sure. I guess that's the
good.
best idea we've got right now.
What's our team name? Because
You can get the
put
tablet
hands
back.
in and like
Right.
go wolf bats. You know.
We could be the Flutterbats if you want.
Oh yeah.
And Shashik, squeak squeak.
Let's go flirt bats.
Yeah. No, don't go anywhere, buddy. Just stay under here. All right. I will very surreptitiously grab like a towel and a brush and bath towel, the personal hygiene stuff. And then we'll look up and down the hallway, sneak out. And then as soon as I'm away from them, I adopt a very sort of, I belong here. Like the body language changes, the confidence comes back. And I stride very purposefully toward the baths. Or I go downstairs and then kind of walk up to the front desk. Ding, ding. Baths. Would you please direct me?
I can do that, sir. Did you check in earlier today?
Yes. Look, I don't have time.
Please.
I don't have time for this. Yeah. So I think creativity makes perfect sense to trying to fool them. That is 2 5s. So that is 12.
All right. They stumble, they act foolishly, which is to accept what you present, I believe, in this case. And they overcommit, they are deceived for some time. So you can pick 2 of those actions.
So I will tell them, it's like, look, people like me don't exactly check in. But I've had a very long day and I'm going to have a very long day tomorrow. So I'd appreciate a bath. And I would appreciate a little privacy and a few fewer questions. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
So I think they
Sir.
are going to overcommit and act foolishly.
Yes, sir. Right away. The baths are just this way. Please follow me. And they lead you past the lounge area to a bath hall. It's separated by gender. They direct you to the guy's side. The baths themselves, there's an area to wash separately, and then there are hot tubs there. Right now, there are a couple of people using this public bath area.
I will set my towel and stuff over next to someone else's, like particularly someone, like if I see a nice outfit that looks very Fire Nation-y, I will set my stuff over next to that and go and sluice myself off and get clean. Go and hop in the tub a little bit. Make some chit chat with.
So as you hop into the tub and you are enjoying it, you look at one of the guys there and he's very familiar, and then you realize this was the captain that you were fighting earlier today. You're not sure if he has recognized you or not. Just because, I mean, during the fight that you had, everything was pretty hectic. It was not particularly well lit in the room that you were in with Willow and everybody. But this is definitely the guy. He has a distinctive scrape where Azalea had nicked him with one of her blades on his cheek.
Why do you wear a mask?
For drama. Yes, exactly.
Then I will talk about the progress of the war and how wonderful it is to have a moment of civilization in this godforsaken land of dirt people.
All right, let me just...
And maybe just kind of, trying to, it's a buddy up at the bar kind of move. Like, it's a rough day. These freaking Earth Nation people, blah. How about you, buddy?
Go ahead and roll trick first, which is the plus creativity.
Yep. That is not great. That is going to be a 6. I am going to use one of our 2 minor boons to turn that into a 7.
Cool. I'm going to use the minor bane to change it into a 6.
You
Can you raise me another minor boon?
Can't cancel. Established rules can't cancel boons of banes and stuff like that.
Cancel. Let's see if I actually want to do that. Just give me 1 second here, because I thought I was going to have him yell at you about something.
I mean, it's still a very mixed success.
Let me just check. Hold on. Which character? This one. And what are your things? Good. And let me look at the moves quick.
Yeah. What's the on a trick? Oh, this is the so 7 and 9 is pick 1.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at the boon. I'll save that bane. So you can pick one of those options then.
I think I would like him to stumble.
Okay.
Like maybe he doesn't fully buy it, but he doesn't fully not buy it, and it makes him uncertain.
All right. So he's the whole time he's just giving you like a major haven't I seen you somewhere before look, but he is too polite to mention that while in a bathhouse because people look different when they aren't wearing clothes. So let's see. I was looking at something again. He's like, yes, the war has been tough, but with our loyalty to the Fire Nation, it's one of those things that really powers you through a situation. When you have a cause that you can pledge yourself to like this, and what gives me confidence even when things don't quite go my way. He's going to be trying to shift your balance towards loyalty.
Oh.
You can either accept this talk about loyalty as you might not quite take it as a message about the Fire Nation so much as loyalty towards your cause currently, or you can reject this change in balance.
No, I think he unintentionally hits a nerve because I remember what it felt like to be blindly loyal and how great it felt to have that certitude that we were doing the right thing. And so I would say it is affecting, and my balance does shift toward loyalty. Not
All right.
necessarily to the Fire Nation, but
Yeah. But just as a
Yep.
thought and reminder. So when you shift your balance, you just move the current value check mark to whatever the new thing
Yep.
is. So then if you ever have to roll balance, and who knows if we ever will, you have a +1 on the loyalty, but a -1 on confidence.
Yep. Which makes sense.
So you continue your small talk about Fire Nation this and Fire Nation that. Do you say anything else while in there?
I just drop, I make sure to use a little bit of, like, maybe drop a name or two.
All right.
Just to, not my direct family's name, but some other officers and things. Just to give the hint that I may be connected.
All right.
In case there's any lingering doubts. And then it's like, oh, well, busy day in the morning. Pleasure hanging out with you fellows. And then I will go pick up my stuff, including what I assume to be his stuff, because it was the nicest looking robe.
Yes, it was a nice robe. In fact, it was I don't think it's a full guard armor kind of situation. I mean, because you wouldn't wear it inside the building to the bathhouse, but it was nice, a generally nice clothing outfit that you think some Fire Nation soldiers would wear. Do you do anything else while you're downstairs?
Because we need more outfits. I can't sneak into the ladies' side, or I decided I'm not. I'm not even going to try it. Maybe go to the front desk and say, where can I go and see to my things being laundered?
Yes, it's just past the kitchen, on the other side of the door there.
Okay. Just try to see if I can't pop in and yoink something appropriate. I think something that would look more appropriate for Azalea. Since Go has a cover and Dak has a cover. I think Azalea is the only one that needs a cover.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You can do that.
Cool.
And head. Anything else?
I want to ask about the library, but I think that would be too sus.
You go poke around. You know it's not on the first floor.
I'll take the long way up and see if I can't find, like, in particular, if there's like an area that's the structure is different, like big double doors instead of single doors, or otherwise gives an indication that it's not just more rooms.
Mm-hmm. So when you go up onto the second floor and poke around, you do find an area. The one side, several of the sides look like there are more rooms, but there's actually a set of interior doors on one wall, probably leading to the center. But also there are a group of guards kind of hanging outside those doors. So that might be a library.
Yeah. Okay. Go and rejoin the rest. Kind of readopt my shifty stance and tone and okay. Guard outfit for me. Suitable Fire Nation clothes for you. You're already in Fire Nation clothes. You're the tea seller. You're the tea seller's intern. So we got that taken care of. Library, second floor, but it's guarded. Also, the captain of the guards that we fought with earlier, it was downstairs in the baths.
Great.
Did you take care of him?
I mean, we had a bath. but like it wasn't like that.
What was it like?
I mean, he seemed to think that maybe the war wasn't going well,
Well,
which is good news for us Earth Nationers, right?
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Naomi.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
We
no offense, Naomi.
Okay, I gonna go put this on elsewhere.
I mean, we got a couple extra rooms.
Yeah, go over to one of the extra rooms and
I'll
change out. She's still keeping the pendant on her waist. She changes, so it's underneath the clothes, but she still has it.
I'll just challenge Go to a dice rematch while we're waiting for them to go.
Oh, were you still making that spare tablet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
before
yeah,
they'll
do
be
we
like,
have that?
Dak, you need to make that tablet.
Which you probably had been doing this while he was gone that whole
Oh,
time.
when he was
Yeah,
gone,
we've-
yeah.
Probably been making the
So
tablet
go
the whole
ahead
time.
and give me a rely on your skills and training roll, I think, which is focus.
Yikes.
Yeah, Dak.
Not
If you
good
could
for
just
me.
focus on making that tablet, that'd be great.
No.
Okay, it's an 8, but -1 says 7.
Um,
7 to
Is
9.
this
gonna-
like masks? Is this like masks where it's like 7 to 9?
yes.
I can, because I haven't used it yet. I will spend one of my hold, to say, I think it was a little thicker. Like I said, I didn't get a good look at it, but it so just provide a little bit of additional input to give you a bonus.
Yeah, it's hard to see in 2D, you know. Thick. 3D.
So, wait, where were you at? Number wise?
7. And then I boosted it to 8.
7.
I'm metagaming.
Well, seven's good, right?
Yeah, but seven. But we're also sitting on a. Well, actually, we're sitting on a major bane, right?
Could
I think
be.
we have. Do we have one minor boon left?
We have one
I think
minor
you have
boon
one
left,
minor boon.
and we have a major bane.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've got 3 hold, and if I don't use them in the whole infiltration plan thing,
Okay.
then they go away.
Oh, are you just applying all 3?
Oh no, I've got a. I can. Oh, I in theory could apply all 3 to turn that into a 10. No. 8, 9, 10. I think that's. I mean, it doesn't say that you can't.
I think it's fine.
But that would put us without any like backup shenanigans if something goes wrong. Is this meta or writer's room? Is this where we want to spend all that resource?
I mean, we expected it to come out imperfect anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not.
We just wanted it to be kind of close.
Yeah, and I think Azalea
It
has
needs to
been like
come, like,
intentionally changing pieces of it so that it's
Yeah.
different from the original tablet.
So,
So-
ignore all that. It only has to survive like a few minutes of distracted. Like I
Yeah.
just don't want whatever they have it in to look empty. Like if someone like looks in the room to go, oh my god, it's gone, and have to stand up to anything. So I'll retract
But
my.
Dak is still going to be like my masterpiece, my life's work.
Yeah, I can just imagine that Azalea's been coaching you on how it should look and what it should do this whole time, and then Nico enters the room and goes like, "Shouldn't it be a little thicker?" I'm just saying, and then it's like, now it looks good, and Azalea's just like, "I've been saying that for the last 20 minutes while you were in the bath."
But me and Dak are like this. We got it.
Earth Bros.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
That's right.
Fist
Earth
bump.
Bros. Yeah.
Earth Bros. All right. So what is your plan? You have a tablet
Yeah,
A fake
disguises.
and you have disguises, and you know there's guards in front of the door to the library, and there's probably a sage inside, and there's a guard captain who's probably leaving his bath soon
Okay.
without any clothes.
So he's not leaving the bath soon.
There's
Well-
robes.
He'll be fine. He just has to wear a commoner's robe. What a shame.
I'm banking on him thinking that someone took it to get it laundered. Or something.
Fascinating.
Okay. Well, so they said that the guards are on alert for a security breach.
Yes,
If-
you also know that. Yes.
Okay. So,
Spoiler
Wait.
alert, you're the security breach.
Yeah.
surprise!
We're totally supposed to be here. We checked in and everything.
Yeah,
So
Go is supposed to be here. He's on business.
yeah, go. Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, go. You're
Go
supposed
has
to be
no
here.
idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
mound
okay,
of
go.
earth outside the building at all.
Nope.
No,
That
they have
would
no
raise
idea.
suspicion.
No.
None. Nothing.
what if we tried to distract the guards?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, interlopers have been spotted in the compound. We need you to search the back garden. We'll stay here and guard the sage. We're going to be moving him and the artifact to a safer location. Get them out. Get the sage. Lead him somewhere. And the instant he's out of that room, the others do the old switcheroo.
I'm really good at switcheroos.
I mean, it's like two steps. It's like two steps more than I would like. It's too complicated, but
I mean, and it's probably the best that we're gonna have to distract them in some way to get them away from that door. And we're not gonna get the tablet away from the sage without getting him out of there too. So making it urgent, getting him to leave the tablet behind, and then sending everyone else in to switch out it seems like the best idea.
Naomi, do you have another potato?
No.
Oh, there goes that plan.
All right. So let's cut the scene to you enacting the plan. So who's the group that's going to be initializing the distraction time with the guards?
Jack just wants to be the one to make the switch.
yeah, I
So
think
you were lurking, waiting for them to lead the guards and or the sage away.
I think the people who aren't disguised as Fire Nation people, Fire Nationals, should probably be the ones to do the switch. Azalea, do you think that you can carry off being a Fire National?
I can
He's
do
uptight
my
like one.
best. Rude, but okay. I guess that's maybe deserved. Yeah, I can pull it off if need be. But I'll let you do most of the talking. I'm not keen on interacting with them.
Naomi, do you want to be with us, or do you want to be with the other two? Like, in case someone catches, it might be good to have someone who could pass as a Fire National on both sides, just in case someone questions you guys, like as you're leaving with the tablet, because you're officially supposed to be here.
Yeah, I can go be with them.
Okay, so it's you and me, Azalea.
Okay, and I think she's gonna pull Dak aside and be like, "Look, Dak, you want to do the switch, right?
Right.
Make sure you're very careful with the real tablet. Take very good care of it, or it won't give you special powers."
Okay.
Okay, good. Don't let anybody else touch it.
I won't.
Okay, now repeat back what I just said to me.
Said be very careful with it so it'll give me special powers.
And
Nobody else can touch it.
good.
Except,
enough.
Except you, Azalea.
Except me, yes. Once
You said nobody else.
It's my tablet. Once we get out of here, that it goes back to me.
And that's not what you said, but okay.
Wow.
Only you and me can touch it, Dak. How about that? It's our special thing, okay?
Okay.
Like, you and Nico have your Earth Bro, whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
Earth
Go is
Bros.
an Earth Pro too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Three broskateers, but like with Earth and stuff instead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
all about that Earth.
Azalea and Nico approach the guards with Naomi, Go, and Dak waiting up the stairs, around the hallway, somewhere nearby, but not in line of sight. So the guards are pointedly not looking at you as you approach, I guess.
Right. Well, and we will, I think, like move to them very forcefully, like with intent, and kind of looking around as if something's wrong. Guards, we have Earth Nation terrorists on the premises. We need you to make a patrol at the ground level. We'll stay here and protect the sage. We're arranging for his safe transport to a more secure location as we speak.
We were given direct orders from Captain Jarrus to stay here on guard.
So, Jarrus isn't here, is he, soldier?
Well, he said he was just taking a bath, but
For all we know, those Earth Nation assassins could have already gotten to them. This is a do or die situation, soldier. What you gonna do?
Go ahead and roll trick, which is plus creativity.
Yep. Ooh, what is that? That is going to be a 7. Oh,
All
no,
right.
8. Creativity
8.
2.
All right, so an 8, you will pick one of the actions.
I think I would like them to foolishly rush off and start beating the bushes out in the backyard.
All right. Well, Captain's not here, so we better take care of these Earth Nation terrorists. Thanks for the warning, soldier. Make sure that sage gets to safety. The captain's very interested in what he's got, and they do rush off, charging down the stairs and go hut 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 as they run. Very exciting for them. So the door is clear.
Azalea.
Yeah.
Do you trust me?
I hate when people ask that question. Why?
Just,
That's a no.
just go with it.
But with what?
I'm improvising here. The Earth Nationals have infiltrated our ranks. We can't trust anybody. I'm gonna have to show him that he can't trust anyone.
Right.
Yeah. So just don't be surprised by anything you see.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So I will bust open the doors.
Inside, this indeed seems to be like some sort of library. There are shelves and scrolls on the wall. And pretty much right at the far wall across from the door sits a man wearing a red robe and a fancy hat who, and glasses on because we're being stereotypical here. He stands up abruptly when the door opens and says, What's going on here?
I will step further into the room, leaving the doors open. Azalea can maybe only, if can be seen at all, like is still back in the hall. And then I will fire a fire blast at her. Not at her, not like to strike her, but very, very, like to singe her robe. And kind of give her the look like,
Okay. Let's go with intimidate for this.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so we will roll passion on this.
Oh, okay.
Surprise!
Yeah. That's going to be bad for me, man.
Azalea, help him.
But it makes sense.
We'll see.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. We have one minor boon. Actually, that is going to be an 8. So 9 on the die minus 1.
All right.
I will help by reacting dramatically to the fireball and take out my Guando, split it in two, and then like bust in the room like I'm about to throw down to make that a 10.
Cool. Lovely. And then I'll kind of mouth, go down. And then, fire off. We'll do a little wushu moment of like fake combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Near the door with the intent of like I've vanquished the Earth Nation spy.
Yeah.
And then turn to the sage. Oh, sorry. What's the effect on that one?
So the effect is so with a 10 plus. Sorry, on a hit, you choose one of the following 4 effects, which is they run to escape or get back up. They back down but keep watch. They give in with a few stipulations. They attack you but off balance, and I will mark a condition for them. But with a 10 plus, first, you pick one they cannot choose.
Got it. Cannot choose attack.
All right. So I think they will back down but keep watch because you're both in the doorway.
Yeah.
And that's very intimidating.
So as Azalea goes down, I'll say, Master Sage, our ranks have been infiltrated by Earth Nation spies.
Oh, no.
Your location is known. They're coming for the artifact. We have to get you to safety.
Oh, well, it's a good thing that they already collected the main artifact. I've been translating the copy, but let me get my notes quick.
Yes.
They gather up a bunch of notes and like from like a rubbing that's on the thing there.
Who knows where the artifact is?
Oh, just me and the captain.
No one can find the captain. He might have been suborned or replaced. Where did he instruct the others to take it? We have to secure its safety.
Well, he said not to tell anyone but him, and then me, because I also need to go help him with it.
Master Sage, this could be a massive plot.
Go ahead and roll to trick.
At least it's a better chance. 4, 5, 9, 11.
All right. Choose 2 of the actions.
I think I would like him to overcommit and act foolishly to tell me the location.
Yeah. So they will go and say, well, the captain had this sent to a new ally of ours who's in town, a fresh fire captain who's well versed in artifacts. His name, let me hold on. I wrote it down in code so I wouldn't forget. Let me check my notes here.
Could it be Captain Choyan?
No, that's not it. That's not it. It's a Captain Saki.
Okay. Would I have potentially heard of Captain Saki from my
you
parents?
haven't.
Okay. but the pretending to be knocked out Azalea might recognize it.
No, I don't think anyone else knows the name who's in the room, but I think you'll figure it out soon.
Okay.
So no, he's like Captain Saki. He's a new guy, but he's an expert in artifacts. So they immediately entrusted to him. But I was doing some translations because you see the dialect that's on there is one that's pretty old and ancient. It's not.
We don't have time for this, Master Sage.
I'm sorry, what's that?
We don't have time for this, Master Sage. We need to get to a location here in the facility where people won't be looking for you.
Oh, okay. Let me just gathers up their papers. And...
Sure. I will lead him down to the laundry room.
Okay.
It's the last place people look.
Are you sure? I feel like people come in here to do laundry all the time, but you think a bit.
I only need to keep you in a safe space for a moment. Like, go check and make sure that our egress is secured. I'm just gonna leave him and run.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Sure. And then I run back to Azalea.
Yeah. She's,
probably at about the time that Dak and Go and Naomi make the switch.
Yeah,
the switch.
Azalea like gets up and is like looking at the burn spot on her robe, but is just kind of like contemplating.
Did we see all that, or did just Azalea see that?
You would not have seen it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You might have heard something, but you don't know exactly what went down, and I don't know if you're particularly attuned to if you thought there was fire, you probably would assume it was the sage.
Right. The burn robe stuff. Be like,
yeah.
Oh man. Yep. What a fight, huh?
We should probably go.
Yeah.
Are we not making the switch?
The artifact isn't here.
Yeah, they took it.
It's with Captain Saki.
Naomi.
Yeah.
Do you react to that?
Yeah. Naomi's eyes would go wide for a moment upon hearing the name, and she would look down and just around for a bit before looking back like, did you say Captain Saki?
Yeah, it's some new captain that's apparently really well versed in artifacts. This guy was just doing a translation.
Is there something you need to tell us, Naomi?
But before you can tell them anything, a series of whistles are being blown from outside. It seems like something's been noticed as a bunch of guards start running around. What do you all do?
We need to go.
Should we just head out the front? I don't know. We gotta get your potato back.
Do we really need to get the potato back?
I'd find it funny if you did.
It means a lot to Naomi.
Okay,
it's lucky. Didn't you hear? We need all the luck we could get.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be more suspicious though if Go wasn't here in the morning. Same with Naomi. This is meta. Go can't come up with plans on his own.
Look, I think we're gonna need all of us in order to do this. At this point, I don't care if your guys' cover is blown. We're leaving. And I don't think we intend to come back.
Well, I mean, you've got to, and let's say we're in a room or something. We're not standing out in the hallway having this conversation.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I assume you're still in the library, right?
Yeah.
Last place to look.
Think there's any comics in here?
No, just.
It definitely looks boring.
Yeah. Do you really think that? Do you really think that your friends in the kitchen would mention or would notice? Like maybe you just left out the front door once this place gets.
I think I should leave them a note. It's not nice to leave without saying goodbye.
No, well, maybe just leave them a note saying that you left. Don't give them any details if it's that important to you.
They're all
right.
They're loyal Earth Kingdom subjects like us, right?
Right.
Yeah, maybe we should just let them know not to say anything. Or they probably know better than to say anything.
I don't think that it's a good idea to leave a random note where anybody could find it that says, don't worry, like, that indicates that it's from somebody sympathetic to them.
They probably know not to say anything. We're all Earth.
I could tell them that, Lee wouldn't really want me to have stayed over, so I left.
Perfect.
Sure.
Yeah, you needed to get back to the tea shop early in the morning, so you just left.
Can we get up? Can we get up to the roof?
you're discussing this, a small group of guards approach the door and say, "Drop your weapons! You're all under arrest."
Okay. All right. I guess we gotta do it this way.
I don't
Crack
have any
knuckles.
weapons.
You can use earthbending.
Oh yeah, I didn't have I probably carry around like a little stack of rocks just cause.
That does see. I mean, you did just make a little fake tablet. It'd be funny if you had to use it in a
Oh,
fight. All right,
you
let's
just,
do,
like,
let's
chuck
do
it.
a fight. It's time to do a fight because I want to go through the fight rules, and then I think that's probably we'll relieve it for the evening.
Yeah, that's good.
So here's how this works. So if we scroll down to the combat and the exchange. So what we do is you first I, as the NPCs, will secretly choose my approach. There are 3 types of approaches. You can defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. These are categories that have techniques. There's 3 basic techniques under each category. And then I think each of you has a technique that will say what category it belongs to that's specific to your playbook. So when you're selecting what you want to do, you're just picking the broad category at first. So I, as the NPCs, pick my broad category, then you. And then once everyone's decided, we go through each broad category in the order of defending, then attacking, and then evading. So let's do that part first, because that's pretty easy. I think I have mine selected, so you all can discuss publicly what you want to do with your turn. You might have a particular move in mind, or you might want to change the technique you're using depending on what happens. But you don't have to worry about the specific technique yet. So go ahead and make your decision.
I'm gonna advance and attack because I'm feeling super inspired still.
And I will tag team. I will use tag team to advance and attack as well.
All right.
Working with Dak against the same foe.
All right. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I think probably trying to do the same, trying to protect his friends. So yeah, probably advance and attack. Or maybe that's defend and maneuver.
If you're thinking about protecting your friends, you probably want to do a defend and maneuver move, because that might give you an advantage. You might have a technique in mind. I don't know what your... you might have a more aggressive technique as the hammer that's special. Your special one is just punching a lot, I think.
It's just a lot of punching.
Just a lot of punching. But if you're thinking like you want to defend people, I would take a defend and maneuver and look at some of those basic ones to see what you could do to give people advantage.
Okay, yeah, I think this would be a punch where it matters roll. Try and see like what's going to be the best way to defend people would be my guess. Which is one of my moves.
Yeah. You want to assess the situation real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's probably fine. And then, no, I think you need to assess it right now, I think, because we need to know what thing you're going to do.
Okay. That is a 9.
All right. So you get to ask one of the questions, which includes any of the other assess questions if you'd like.
I think probably just like what's the biggest threat right now? That's some of the questions, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Yeah, the biggest threat, does seem to be the, let's see, how many guard? The 5 guards who are at the door is probably the biggest threat, mostly because they're blocking what appears to be the only exit to the room. And more importantly, they all are wielding spears, I think, which is the most threatening part of them, which might be a little unwieldy in the room.
Spears or like stabby spears?
Like stabbing spears.
Okay. Yeah, I think then Go's probably gonna defend and maneuver.
All right. Let's see, who else have we had? Dax attacking, Nico's attack, Ghost defend, Azalea.
I think Azalea's going to be advancing and attacking.
All right, and then Naomi.
I think Naomi would be defending and maneuvering.
All right. So we've all selected. Spoiler alert, the NPCs have chosen to advance and attack because they're guards and they've noticed you. So first, though, we resolve defend and maneuvers. So those of you who are doing defend and maneuver, go ahead and roll 2d6, and that will tell you whether you what kind of techniques you can use this turn. This is just a flat roll, so no additions here.
I got a 7.
I got a 6.
All right. So for a 7, you can use one basic or mastered technique. On a 6, you stumble. So you're caught off guard. You weren't prepared for the attack. But you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique.
Get your head back in the game. Go. +1.
Yeah, I think
I'll spend a hold to give you a +1.
Yep. So he's giving you a +1, so you don't have to do that. So each of you can use one basic or master technique. So in this case, you can just pick one of the. I don't know if any of you have a special defend and maneuver technique, but the ones that come with your playbooks are master techniques. So you can use them just as well as you can use any basic technique. Yep. So for the two of you doing the defend maneuvers, you can ready, retaliate, or seize a position. So to ready, you would mark 1 fatigue to ready yourself or your environment, so you can assign a fictionally appropriate status to nearby foes or to yourself. So if you can think of something that would impair them or make yourself more prepared or any of the other like 85 statuses we have.
Is there anything in the room that I can bend?
I think, well, there's the fake tablet that you have.
Right.
And I believe we've established that Dak carries a bag of rocks because that seems useful.
But nothing large.
Nothing large, I don't think.
Okay. Okay, then I think I probably retaliate.
All right. So retaliate is you steal yourself for their blows. Each time a foe inflicts fatigue, a condition, or shifts your balance in this exchange, that foe also gets a fatigue. Yep. And then who else was defending? Sorry, Naomi?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to do for your defensive maneuver?
To seize a position.
All right. So this is you moving to a new location to maybe establish an advantageous position or escape or something of that nature. So what are you looking to do here?
To gain an advantage position over the guard.
All right. So let's say Naomi could, as they enter the room, I think Naomi could maybe roll past them and try to get into a flanked position with them. So that way you'd have some advantage on it this time. The move does say any foe engaged with you can mark 1 fatigue to block this technique, but I'm going to skip that for now because that's fine. So now all the defensive maneuvers are done. So now we do the attack and advance ones. All these, as a side note, combat happens just like simultaneously. So everyone gets to go no matter what happens. So this is just like everyone's doing a round in combat. And then at the end, you'll see if anyone's tired and leaves.
Yeah.
So I think this is basically the rest of the game. So I think let's have Dak, you are going to strike, you were going to do something and Nico is probably going to assist you with this. So what's your plan?
You have a special move, disorient, that I just lost that I had. And then where'd it go? where you pummel and engage foe with quick blows, mark 1 fatigue to shift their balance away from center. So I just roll?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. All three of you, please roll first. That will be easier.
Okay.
Right,
Because
right.
that will determine how many techniques you can do.
I got a 9.
All right.
8.
So you can do one technique.
8.
You can do one technique.
Can you remind me how inspired works again?
Sure.
You can clear inspired to shift your balance however you want to.
Okay, so if I shifted it to action 1, what does that do?
You could then roll it +1 if you roll with action. Is that right, Isha?
Yeah. If you sometimes rolls might say you can substitute a balance score instead of whatever score you have.
Mm.
But if you don't have that, I'd probably not use it. Now, if someone shifted your balance, you might just
You could shift it
shove
back.
it back
Okay.
the other way. You know what I mean?
Or if they call upon you to roll to live up to your principle, for example, you could shift your print that up to make it easier to succeed. It's somewhat
Okay.
situational. You just feel better about yourself.
Gotcha.
Is this a flat roll?
Yeah, flat.
Yes.
Okay, I got a 9.
You can also use one technique.
Perfect.
Some days someone will do 2 things, but today
Oh,
it is
and,
only one thing.
Azalea is also going to use
But
that
you roll
momentum.
with passion. It says advance and attack basic techniques roll with passion.
Oh, this is.
Oh.
Yeah, and defend a maneuver system.
And I have +1 passion.
Yeah, because my
No,
move allows me to roll with focus instead of passion on an advance and attack.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then you may do that.
New system.
Okay.
So would that be a 10?
Yes, I'll trust that. On a 10 plus, you can choose from the list instead, which means you can mark 1 fatigue to use a learn technique. This will not come into play here. You can use 1 practice technique, which also won't come into play here. Or you can use 2 basic or master techniques. So basically, if you roll in this right now, since we don't have anyone learning new skills, 10 plus lets you use 2 techniques in a combat round.
Okay.
Then I got an 11, and I am also prepared. And then it says I can use retaliate as if it were an advance and attack technique.
Ooh. I like that.
So, yeah. Very nice.
And I'm now at 7, but I assume that still is use 1.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So let's have so Dak, what was the thing you're doing? You were shifting their balance, right? Let me get a template here. Let's see. Click that.
I mean, first I'm of course going to put my mask down.
Of course. And then what? So yeah, you can describe the actions of what you're doing here.
And then I'm going to okay, and then I'm going to be like, you messed with the wrong Earth Bros, suffer the wrath of Geo Kid, and I'm gonna like take the fake tablet and just like whip it at one of the guards' heads.
All right.
We'll do that for the first one, I guess. It would be so I'd do disorient and then probably pressure, where I impress or intimidate a foe.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at here's the conditions. Thank you. I'm sorry. What did that do to them?
Pressure is impress or intimidate a foe. I choose an approach and they can't use that approach in the next exchange. So, like, for
Okay.
example, they wouldn't be able to attack.
Okay. So I assume that's what you're doing. so they aren't able to do that. And did you apply a status to them?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. He's whipping, and one of the guards is like, my eyes! It's only dust! No! And Nico, you are assisting with this. With your tag team.
I'm using my tag team ability, which I need to look up again. I will be striking because that's what Nico would do. And that just means I double any fatigue conditions or balance shifts that ally afflicts upon the foe. So you affected a balance shift as well through your disorient, correct?
Yes. Shift their balance away from center.
So it will move 2 towards center. But you did not give them any fatigue or conditions, correct?
Correct.
All right. But I will... oh, no, that's the... I think that's the thing that I do. I don't think I also get to attack. I think I just do tag team.
Yeah. The doubling of the effects is I think pretty powerful with it. So it's basically you also punch these guys like, my eyes, and you're like,
Yep.
poke, and they're like, no.
Yep.
Second time.
And
right.
and did you say he's not able to attack? So he's doubly intimidated, therefore he cannot attack. Well, and he could attack anyway.
I mean, I think you can pick another one, right? Or it just does the same thing.
No, it's literally I just double the effect
Okay.
that the other person does.
Extra knockback.
Wait, so I just read the other ones.
Yes.
Smash, strike. Because I thought I would just be doubling up.
Yeah,
I might change mine from pressure.
Okay.
And do... Yeah, strike a foe within... I'll just do strike.
Okay, so in theory, they'll attack next turn, but it will double the fatigue that you give. So how much fatigue does the strike give?
Forces them to mark 2 fatigue, marking condition, or shift their balance away from center, their choice.
Their choice.
Or
I can mark 1 fatigue to instead choose to hammer them with blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue.
Do
or
that
strike
one.
where they are weak, inflicting a condition.
You should do the strike. Inflict 2 because that will turn into 4 fatigue.
Into 4, yeah. I could do that.
Yeah.
They're horribly sad. All right,
so it's that and disorient. So strike plus disorient means they're shifting balance away from center twice, and they're
taking 4.
Also taking 4 fatigue.
Okay. And was there anything else?
No.
Okay. You pepper a lot of them in the eye with, like 4 of them perhaps, in the eye with various rock particles. As Nico follows through with that.
And it superheat the sand so it like sizzles when it hits them.
Yeah, exactly. Burns, no! All right, then, Azalea, it is your turn to do the attack.
Yeah. So Azalea is going to use the retaliate, so stealing herself for their blows, as an advanced attack with her move. And then she is also going to strike, and she is going to mark a fatigue to force them to mark 2 fatigue.
All right. Guys, you beat the crap out of them.
Yay!
But as this exchange is happening, they do reach out to attack you. So they get to do stuff. They get to do 2 techniques because of the number of them. And they're an attack in advanced ones. So I think they'll just attack a couple of you.
You wouldn't attack a kid, right?
You wouldn't attack a kid. Look at my face. I'm adorable. You can't see your face. It's a mask. You're probably an adult. No, they will let's see, strike out. Now I was wondering about I think they'll probably just attack the person who's defending and also Azalea, because that's more fun to see what happens when that happens. Yeah. So it's the same deal for both of you. So for both Go and Azalea, they are forcing you to mark 2 fatigue, to mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center, your choice. So you can pick one of those 3 things.
Makes sense. They'd target the biggest dude in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
And
Like, oh, he's
person
probably
with
big as
2
that.
swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Azalea will mark angry. She's not happy
Yeah.
with these stupid Fire Nation jerkwads that stole her tablet.
All right. And then Go would mark. What are you marking down?
Probably also angry. Because they're hurting his friends or trying to. He big mad. He doesn't
mad.
like bullies.
Exactly.
So when I have angry marked, that also means that I can use an additional basic or master technique when I advance an attack, even on a miss. And I also take +1 ongoing to intimidate others.
Woohoo!
Ooh. You might be
Also,
angry.
So barbarian,
somehow.
basically.
Like, super kicked their butt because I had retaliate on. She gets real mad and just like straight up kicks one of them in the chest to add another fatigue to him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, before every fight, make Go really mad.
Yes.
Yes,
I feel
strategy.
like it's gonna be very difficult for you, Dak.
Go says.
I said you smell.
Go says. You want to know my secret? I'm always angry.
Takes one of the guards and starts
Fortunately
whipping
for
them back and
you,
forth.
this group of guards was easily taken out by the blinding sand from your fake tablet that's now in
GeoKid.
pieces in their eyes. Thank you, GeoKid. And you're able to quickly make your way past the group outside, and I presume do a daring escape over the wall.
Yes, and we make sure to grab the potato.
On your way out, just running straight out the gate.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're
Thanks
playing
for the
hacky sack with it. We go yoink.
Yeah, Azalea just like snatches it out of the air and hands it back to Naomi and is like, there, we got your potato back. Go.
And you run off into the night. We cut to a scene where a fairly young Fire Nation captain with a rather fresh-looking uniform is pacing a rather elaborate room. On the desk in front of him, highlighted with a somehow dramatic glow of light, is the tablet in question, and one of the runes on it glistens as he leans forward to inspect it. And that is where we'll end it for tonight, I think.
Yay.
Yay.
Also,
Bro.
I actually avoided marking the condition because I had prepared, so I just cleared the prepared and took the condition off.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
I think you can leave all the things that you have checked because they will change as time passes in the story.
Yep.
Or as moves are used to, say, calm people down, or I guess hype them up and make them angry again. We do have after session questions to ask to see if we've learned anything exciting and new. So let's do those real quick. Let's see. I have them somewhere.
Is it in session overview?
It's
No.
probably in the GM
yeah.
bit back here. Hold on. No.
Wasn't it at the very beginning in the campaign creation worksheet? Or
Yeah, that's you.
Or
Character creation?
safety tools? The palette where we add and ban things? Is that what it is?
I'll just look in the actual rules. Hold on. Uh-oh, my PDF thing broke. No.
It's in the basic moves balance of the exchange, personal growth. At the end of each session, each player answers the following questions.
All right, thank you. Yes. So, did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Azalea learned something very interesting about somebody.
Yep.
Don't tell Dak.
Yeah. Azalea's got a mighty secret that she's not sure if she's going to keep.
Well, everyone should keep secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, heroes always keep secrets, but whether or not Azalea's a hero is a question.
And we learned that the captain has that they brought in a captain who was a specialist in artifacts, the military,
Yes.
and the name of that person.
Yes.
We did not learn who they are to Naomi, though, yet.
Yes. Though Naomi knows, pretty sure that's her brother. So that's what she's sitting with.
Yep.
Ooh.
So, just take it among yourselves whether you thought that was what you learned that or not. It's probably fine.
No, learned nothing. Go at no learning capacity.
Yeah, I was like, I thought I was there and I'm running away.
So next question is, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem? To be honest, I feel like you just caused more problems than there were before.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Not so successful.
That's fine.
Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
I ended the
Yeah, I never moved from center.
Yeah.
I never moved from center either.
I did.
You sure did. No. Nico did. Because I was like, well, someone's got to be hit with a balance move at some point.
Yeah,
I'll get there yet.
I moved towards loyalty.
Yeah, and feel free to call people out on their principles like whenever and just say, I'm calling them out, because that also, you can make other people shift their balance if you don't think they're living up to a principle that you want them to. Fair game for all of you to just yell that at each other. And then you should also have a question of your playbook's unique personal growth question. So if we go through those, which I think is on your playbook.
Yeah.
If you just want to go around and say whether you learned that or not. We can start with Nico.
Yeah, I didn't say that before. Did I express vulnerability by admitting I was wrong or that I should have listened to someone I ignored? No, but I will next session. Now I know that's there.
Yeah, now that we know that's
exactly. Go.
So my question is, did you make progress toward your goal against your adversary? And my adversary is anyone mean. So
yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
There are a lot of mean people here.
Yeah.
And you did personally beat up a lot of them.
I did.
Just a little bit. You as a team just kind of beat those guards right up.
Yeah.
So, Dak, what was your growth goal?
Did you improve the lives of a community of average citizens or help an ordinary person with their problems? I think the whole time I was just focused on helping Azalea or Naomi get the potato back, so probably not an ordinary
I'll see if we can find some normal people at some point. Or you can start mentioning, look at that random citizen. I mean, I guess we almost helped somebody in the way that we didn't run over cabbages. But
that is true.
All right.
I did use a fatigue point to save the cabbage cart.
that is one of my codes is never deny a request for help. So if somebody asks me for help, Dak is going to be like, "I'll help you, citizen."
Wow.
Yeah. Naomi.
The growth question is, did you learn something meaningful or important about your lineage, its members, or its effects on the world and others?
I think you did.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
I think you did.
We're about to go fight your brother.
And then Azalea.
Mine is, did you accomplish a feat worthy of your burden and tradition? Yes.
I mean,
we've made progress towards finding the tablet, which is a start, but I don't think she really accomplished a whole lot.
Yeah.
But recovering the tablet would for sure do that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So look out for that last session. I am saying I did use that major boon to remove the tablet from the place.
Oh, Major Bane. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bane. Yeah, I used the Bane to make it not here.
Okay, cool.
So you can just so we don't have to carry that over or anything.
Perfect. Then we're all.
You had a great plan, and I was all like, it's not here. Sorry.
Worked hard on that fake tablet. Now I'm gonna make another one.
Yeah, you do. You definitely smashed those guys.
It'll be even better than the first. Don't worry.
Yay.
Just so we can clear out things. After we escape, I will tell Go and Azalea that they did really awesome in a moment of pressure to pass on Inspired to both of you. Because I had 2 hold left.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can both mark Inspired.
Cool.
Everyone's so inspired. That would be great. So with that concludes this session. So hopefully next time we can get right to the game and we remember most of the stuff we learned.
I'll reboot my computer 3 times in advance.
as a good luck charm.
Yeah, because by the way, that's all that it was required. It wasn't any settings. It was just reboot, and it worked.
Yeah. That's what happens with my camera when it goes out. I just have to reboot my camera and my whole computer enough times that it finally resets.
So weird.
A normal thing that it needs. Well, so to sign out, I think I'll start. So I'm Misha Lesson 3. You can find me on Twitter at MishaWeha. And I think you'll see me here next on Sunday for Teen Justice Academy. And then also the next 2 Thursdays for the follow-up for this game. And then we can go over to Tough.
Hi, I'm Tough for 98 Tough Love. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. You can also find me at 98 Tough Love on Twitter. I play lots of games. I am doing a continuation of the Masks campaign on my channel on Saturday. I've got a lot of TTRPGs this coming week. Thank God I took this week off. Sunday is Masks. Tuesday, I think we have Labyrinth planned, and then I'll be back here on Thursday for more Avatar. So lots of games, lots of stuff. Super excited for all the things. Go Sin.
Hi, I'm Sin or Potato9_juice on Twitch. You can find me being a mod for Tough or playing in Tough's Masks game on Saturday. I don't do any other TTRPGs on this channel, so the next time you'll see me on this channel will be Thursday. SJ.
SJ Sidekick everywhere. Yeah, you'll pretty much find me on this channel quite a bit. I have this one on Thursdays. We conclude Star Wars on Saturday, and then Masks with these 2 on Sunday.
All right. My name's Piper. I stream here on Twitch at PropsPiper. The next time you'll see me live on my channel is tomorrow. We are going to be participating in the Big Adventure event. We're going to be streaming a brand new game that came out today called Aquamarine. And then I will be back here on C+ Content next week, Thursday, for more Avatar Legends.
Cool. And I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Michael, often DM, GM, narrator, what have you, but not today, which I thank you so much, Misha, for taking. I don't know this IP at all. So this is super duper fun. I always enjoy a chance to play. I love writing for these people. I love playing with them as well. I think everything has been mentioned. Yeah, we've got finally the conclusion of Star Wars, and we've got Masks, and we've got Labyrinth, and we've got this. And you should come hang out over at Juice's TV on Saturday evening, because I'm going to play some space dwarves. Juice and I and a few other folks, because I haven't played that Deep Rock Galactic in a long time, so that will be a lot of fun. But other than that, the best place that you can, you can follow me at that, Zero with Zero Daylight on Twitter if you want to. You certainly don't need to. But if you are curious about our content, or if you have feedback, or if you have ideas or questions or whatever, you can follow C+ Content on Twitter. you 100% should go and check out youtube.com/C+content, which is where all of our one-shots and this variety of different kind of more narrative systems like this one and Mass, etc. live. This will be up available there on VOD if you missed the first part of it sometime like about this time tomorrow. And also our long-running D&D campaign is there. So all of the first season and up to date on the second season is there as well. So there's a lot of great C+ content for you to check out over there. And go get in our Discord and say hi to these folks and talk about nerdy stuff and share pictures of your dice and your painted minis, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a good time. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you, Misha, so much. Thanks everyone for playing. This was great fun. If the first part of it was a little bit weird because of our my technological issues. Hey, Pip, are you going to be on for a little bit longer, like with the Stream Raiders and stuff?
I'm actually done with Stream Raiders, so I have a friend who I have planned to raid out to. You guys are welcome to raid over here, and then we can all raid over together.
Let's do a chain raid, if that's a thing.
All right.
Cool.
Perfect.
So I love it. So I will remember where I can type this stuff in.
Do a copy paste.
Is it working? Yeah, it's working. All right. So we're raiding over to you, and then we'll join you over there, and then we'll raid over to your friend. That sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome.
And everyone's faces are going to still be on because my camera's all weird tonight with setting it up for this. So if you want to stay, hang out on screen, and if you don't want to stay, you can close your Ninja, and it'll take you off camera.
Awesome. Cool.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Misha.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya.